What's going on, guys? I want you to stick around for a couple minutes just to hear me out because this sponsor is actually very important for you guys to work with. I am working with Marek Health. And for those of you who have trouble finding someone to do your blood work, and when they will do your blood work, they don't know what lab markers to check for. Maybe it's not extensive enough. And if you can find an extensive enough lab work, the doctor reading the lab work doesn't really understand how to read it based on your body and what you're doing as a bodybuilder with different hormones, etc. Marek Health has all of that knowledge to kind of plug in and help you with your lab markers and how to fix them and how to get yourself back on track and your body optimized in all areas, not just hormones, but your organs, your sleep, your everything that it takes to be the best you can be in the gym. I'm going to show you really quickly, okay? If you go to Marek Health /RBP, it'll get you this page, okay? This is my page here, and this is what I have to offer you. So we have two separate offerings, and one is just a checkup panel, okay? If you click on the checkup panel, it's $216, and it's uncapped, meaning they will check your test levels no matter how high they go. Lab markers include all of these different categories: sex hormones, thyroid, lipids, metabolic markers, insulin sensitivity, inflammatory markers, very, very important things to check to make sure you are healthy and your body is functioning properly. Now, this will not get you a review, but this will give you the full panel that is here to look at. But if you go back and you click on lab panel with review, which is what I think is the best thing for you to do, it's $505, but this will give you a much more extensive lab analysis, but it will also give you someone to help you read it over. So if you can see here, it says 26 different lab markers with a 25-minute video conference where you receive a unique lab report created just for you. Now, I have received this, and it's extremely detailed, and it tells you everything you need to know about what is wrong with suggestions on how to make it better. Now, that is also this also includes time with one of their care professionals that can help walk you through this and talk to you in person and help you figure out what's wrong. Now, look just how much they go through here. Your lipids, they break down the HDL, LDL, the ratios. They go through all the blood panels, all the metabolic panels, all the insulin sensitivity. And you can see there's much more involved here than the previous panel. So not only are you getting a much more detailed panel, but you're getting somebody to go through it with you and tell you how to make it better. So guys, I can't stress enough. I have made some serious life changes after getting my blood panel done. The regular blood panel that your family doctor gives you is still necessary, and I would not say is not worth it. It still will give you an idea of what's going on. But when you get this detailed, you can really start to pinpoint where you're going wrong with your diet, with your sleep. Maybe you're not doing enough cardio. There's just so many different components that they can look at and tell you where you're going wrong and where you're going right. And I think it's very, very beneficial. So guys, get to marekhealth.com /RBP, get the 10% off, get them to help you and get them to get you right and straight so that you're focused and training at 100% optimal level. Can you hear me now?
Sure can.
What's is that an LA Lakers? Oh no, it's a JP. Looks like an LA Lakers jersey.
Yeah. It's like white, the spot now.
Are they allowed to do that? They're going to sue them for sure.
I doubt that the Lakers are going after. You know you've made it when, you know?
Anyway, no, it's nice. I like their stuff. They got good stuff.
Yeah, this drop's nice.
What's going on, man? You're fucking...
Not much. I haven't talked to you in a while. How was your US tour?
Oh, dude, it was good and bad.
Lots of driving?
Oh my God. The drive there was fun. It was adventurous and all that shit.
Home fucking sucks.
Drive home. I drove home straight 20 hours.
Oh, fuck.
I think I smoked 4 cigars.
16 packs of cigarettes. 400 coffees.
12 coffees. I had to stay awake, man.
Hey, man, I feel you. I get it. Yeah.
I don't know, man. It was like I was driving and I'm like, I'm just going to drive till I get tired.
Yeah.
And then it was like 10 or 11 o'clock at night. And I'm like, man, it's like 5 hours to go. I'm just going to fucking, just going to keep going. So
How long was that last 5 hours though?
I think I reached a point where I was so tired that I wasn't tired anymore.
Okay. Yeah.
So I
can't do that, man. I'm not, maybe it's because I'm still like in bodybuilding and I eat a lot and stuff, but I can't drive like long periods of time. Like once I eat, I need to sleep. Like even if it's in prep, like it's a small meal, like I need to relax a bit. Like if it's first thing in the morning and I don't eat and I like drink an energy drink and just drive, I could drive for probably like 3 to 4 hours, but no more than that. Is this guy at the fucking big man here right now?
Yeah. Roman, can you hear me? He froze.
I don't think his service in that building is probably going to be too hot.
Roman, can you hear me? No, he's frozen.
Yeah, he's frozen.
He's trying. That's the key, is the eating.
Yeah.
Because when I drove that 20 hours, I ate such a small amount of food.
Yeah, that's the trick. Like when Melissa's good at driving, but she doesn't eat, you know?
Yeah. Because I'm the same way. As soon as I eat a big meal, I'm fucked.
Yeah. No,
Roman, can you hear us? Why does his face look bigger? Did his face get bigger?
I think he's just got the camera very close to his face.
No, I shaved his beard. That's why.
Yeah. We can see you, but we can't hear you.
Is that Jan behind him? It's gonna be a tough show this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, you saw Shaban's doing it too.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I just saw it on Instagram 5 minutes ago.
Where's the line?
Like, one of my friends or sister or someone was doing it. I think he's saying sister in like the homie, brother, sister sense, is doing the show and he was going to be there and he's like, well, I'm in shape for the Olympia, so fuck it, you know. I'm
looking for a lineup somewhere. Oh wait,
Tito's there, Brett's there, Andrea Muzzi's there.
This is classic. 1 sec. I think this is big man. There's this. Yeah, this is the open. Yeah, I was looking at this and I'm like, wait a minute, this isn't going to be a walk in the park for Brett.
Not at all, man. This is a fucking hard show. This is a good show.
I think Presty might win this show.
Yeah, Muzzi looks really good as well.
I noticed that. I saw he looked like a little bit harder than normal.
And I mean, Shaban is good, man. Shaban's won some good shows, beat some good guys.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot you just said Shaban because he wasn't on this list. I think
Brett, Shaban, Presty, Muzzi, Roman. I mean, who's guys? Vlad. I mean, Vlad looks crazy good, man.
Vlad who?
Vlad, Patrick's guy, Vlad.
Alfred
Chirek.
Oh, that guy, yeah. I don't know if his legs are going to be enough to match up with Shaban.
I don't know, man. He looks fucking crazy right now. I think he's going to give a lot of these guys problems.
I really think I think his legs are going to be an issue.
Theo's there. I mean, this is a good show, man. Really good show.
I think it's, I'm going to say Shaban's show to lose.
I would agree. I think top three, you're going to have either Presty or Muzzi, whoever's on more, Brett and Shaban.
Not in any order. Is that your order?
Not in any order. I'm just saying that's your top three.
Okay. 1 second. I just have to message. Yeah, I'm going to go Buck Presty's I think.
We got a Canadian in the lineup too. Aaron Gawley making the flight out to Spain.
Yeah.
Dustin Mackey's in there as well.
Yeah, I noticed that. Theo's in there.
Theo.
You know what?
Milan Sadek.
I got to Jan looked pretty good when he was against Prizzo. Yeah. Roman, I think, got looked over last week.
That seems to be the consensus. Yeah, I agree.
But I didn't even I didn't know I didn't know people were saying that, and then because I remember seeing a few photos and I'm like,
well, I think it was also the discrepancy of where he was in prejudging versus where he ended up in his placing. Like he was in the first group and then ended up 8th or something. You know,
that's what I thought, because when I first saw the pictures come out, I hadn't read any of the comments, but I'm like, oh, this is great. Roman's like in the middle somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And then I find out he was like 8th place. I'm like, how the fuck did that happen?
I think everybody was as confused as you were.
But I will say this, he finally listened to somebody.
I agree. Yeah, whatever he did in terms of not just trying to be
super shredded
point of conditioning where it's just not conducive anymore, and getting to a very good dry hard point, and then just being as big and full as he can, really did a lot for his physique.
This looked like the old Roman to me, the one that like you, the one that you competed against, and
that's a great look. I really like that.
Yeah, and I thought I can't figure out.
Sergio there, first comment, 17 likes, definitely overlooked. Yeah.
Oh yeah, fuck, I didn't even see that. I should get Sergio on. I haven't had him on in a while, but yeah, no, he.
But look at the fullness difference, man. Through his lats.
Well, he's got to be like 255 here,
at least, yeah.
And he was like 240 when we were, or something like that, when we saw him in Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there was a picture of Muzi here somewhere because he looked pretty impressive when I saw the photo.
He looks really good right now.
I think Muzi, if Muzi is like really conditioned, he can be.
The thing with Muzi is just the conditioning, like it's like the dryness, No,
I know, but if he can find that detail, I think he can win this show.
He absolutely can. Yeah, I agree.
Where is it? You're in pretty good spirits for being 4 weeks out. How are you feeling?
I feel great. Yeah, no, it's good.
Things are going well.
It's early in the morning, so I still got a bit of clen flowing in my system after my cardio, There's Alfred.
Yeah, right here. Yeah, look, man, his upper body is phenomenal. I just think he's gonna have the same issue as Brett.
Yeah.
Like him and
fucker, eh? Imagine this guy on like a structure my size,
Imagine this guy with bigger legs.
Yeah. They're coming. They're improving. I mean, I see the improvements there, and he just came up from 212 like this last year.
Do you wonder sometimes when you see this kind of thing? It's when I think of Brett or think of Alfred or think of like Aaron Gawley, is it possible, or is it like a Johnny Jackson kind of thing where it doesn't matter what you do, that's your genetics?
Yeah, I mean, at that point, you're just trying to find a good Increlix hookup, and you're getting as much synthol in those quads as you can, and just praying to the fucking bodybuilding gods, I guess,
No, but without joking, I'm serious. Like, I'm sure there's guys obviously, because like your insertions matter, right?
Yeah, I mean, obviously with bodybuilding, genetics is a gigantic component, and not all muscles develop evenly. Just like we'll see guys with fucking monster quads and shit upper bodies, we'll see guys with monster upper bodies and shit quads. I mean, it goes every way. I mean, so I mean, it's insertions and the ways that muscles kind of are genetically formed is obviously going to play a big role in their development. So yeah, I mean, I think you can improve them to a point, but do I ever think that someone like that is going to have the quads of like a Shaban? No.
Yeah, I wonder sometimes though if it's when you find a guy with like.
But I will say this, and this is not the case in any of these guys specifically, so I'm not speaking to any of them or anything I've seen, but I remember a while ago, actually, I made this statement regarding Dorian Haywood.
Yes.
And his
I remember that.
squatting stance, leg pressing stance. And after I said that on the podcast, I had actually a lot of people that train at that gym saying that I was absolutely right, and that he does do wider stances with more hip flexion and less knee flexion. And that's why his glutes and hamstrings are very overdeveloped compared to his quads. So I think a lot of things can just be attributed to maybe training and technical things. Not always. That's obviously not always the case. I mean, I think Johnny Jackson knew how to train his legs very well, but I think you can certainly expedite the process and make them a lot better if you're really, really locked in on, from a technical aspect with your training.
I think we've been doing this podcast so long, you fucking say things before I ask you. Because I was going to go there, and then you just started saying it.
But yeah, I mean, it's true. And I mean, I think a lot of guys need to like take a hard look in the mirror at, development of certain muscles. And this was like me with my chest,
Yeah. Well, I was going to say
600-pound bench presser. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to ask you because we always talk about, and you've come up in this scenario before. We talk about how your triceps and shoulders are so good that your chest has been an issue. Mm-hmm. Up until this year, it's obviously gotten better and you figured out some things. And this is kind of what I'm talking about. So when I look at Alfred or I look at Brett or some of these other guys, the fucking teardrop is huge.
Yeah, it's the sweep side is what it is.
Yeah, and I wonder to myself,
even his adductors are very well developed.
Right. So I wonder to myself, is it something in their training that's not, or is it just that the muscle inside is so big
Yeah,
that it's
look,
just
obviously
taking
this
over?
is going to be insertions and into some degree here where the sweep is going to insert lower, higher up, like, towards the hip, and flare out differently and stuff like that. But you can obviously still develop that muscle as much as possible. And
So
I
here,
think
but hear me
changing
out.
your foot placement, foot stance, things like this can obviously make a big difference.
But hear me out for a second though. So the insertion is good, right? It's all the way to the knee, and you can see it inserts like here. It could be a little higher, but it's a good insertion.
Yep.
What I'm asking is it the kind of thing where he's developed the teardrop and the adductor so much
That they're taking over in
that
the
they're
training.
taking over when he does a leg press or he does a
Yeah.
fucking squat or something? You know what I mean?
Highly plausible. Yeah. I mean, go to his profile, see if he has any videos training legs, and we can make an assessment on it.
Sorry, Alfred, we don't mean to be using you as an example, but
No,
we're
I
hoping.
mean, I'm a huge fan of Alfred. I mean, like, even just look at that most muscular, this one, the first picture, most recent.
Oh, wait, sorry. This one.
Like, look at this shit, man.
Yeah, I know. He's got a great physique, and he's a super nice guy.
Fuck.
Yeah. But I mean, the insertions are good, right? Like it's
no, but you can see, especially on that most muscular, you can see that the sweep is still quite slight, and that teardrop is humongous,
giant. Yeah. There's a squat here. Let's see. Shoulder width, a little bit wider than shoulder width, maybe.
Well, I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, I don't have an issue with that.
Got 5 plates on there, man. Like it's not like he's weak. And
Alfred's he's strong as a motherfucker, man.
I didn't know that. I've never seen him train.
Yeah, no, he's crazy strong.
And his form is fucking perfect.
Perfect. Yeah. Like I mean, I don't have anything to critique there. Like, I mean,
but I wonder a
little bit, but I mean, it's not really going to make a big difference. His knee flexion is still pretty significant,
You don't think if he was using a lighter weight with feet closer together, it would make any difference?
Well, maybe with his toes not turned out quite so much, just so you're getting a little more pressure, like laterally onto the outside of the quad.
Yeah.
Might help, but I mean, he's still obviously going to be recruiting a lot of that entire quad with that form,
Roman, can you hear us?
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah. How are you, man?
I'm at the athletes meeting.
I can see that. You're live. You're not paying attention to anybody, obviously.
No, it's just a press conference.
Are they asking you anything? No one's asking you any questions?
Not yet, but they mentioned that Ian and I had been the first ones to compete in the Big Man show in 2018.
Nice.
I like so Ian won, of course.
I like that you're wearing the Ronnie Coleman shirt.
Yeah, man.
Hey, what did you weigh last week in Romania or whatever, 2 weeks ago?
261, 262.
That's what I thought, dude. You look phenomenal.
You look awesome.
Thanks,
you got
man.
overlooked big time for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. They put me in the first call out next to.
This is what I just said.
Yeah.
Next to Brett and Beirut.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I got 8.
Yeah.
And I was like, how the fuck do I place 8? That means
I don't think your placing was indicative of the improvements in your look. I think that you did the right thing in terms of improving your look, and that you should stick on that. I
mean, placing 8th, right?
Yeah.
Placing 8th means that I lost to someone in the second call out that I'd never been compared to, right?
How does that fucking make sense? What the fuck? Did you ask the judges afterwards? You say like, hey, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, I asked very politely, of course, the lady.
Yeah, of course.
And she said, yeah, of course I did. And she said, yeah, my back needs to improve and my hamstrings.
Yeah, but did you say, how could I be in the first call out and be 8th? Like, how does that make sense?
No, I wasn't up for a
debate. Yeah.
There
he is.
So I'm doing the branch war and I go back to the gym.
Yeah.
Without complaining, and then
good.
Be better this time.
Your look was improvement. I thought that was a really good look. To see you nice and full like that was nice.
Yeah, thanks, man. In Tampa,
We can't hear you, Brandon. Your sound's off.
In Tampa, I was about. I was 107 kilos, and here I was 118. So it was about 20,
25
23 pounds,
Yeah.
20 up.
Well, you could see it. It was like a crazy difference. What are you today? Same thing as last week? Same thing as Romania?
Yeah, say maybe 1 or 2 pounds heavier.
Brandon, I can't hear you.
Who's Brandon?
Brandon Curry's here.
Brandon Curry's here. Mr. Olympia himself.
Oh, Mr. O.
Yeah, if you put can you put your phone on a gallery view? Then you can see all of us. I don't know if you can do that on a phone. I've never done this on a phone.
I just did.
Oh, okay.
I did.
Brandon's got to figure out his audio.
I can see Brandon.
So what do
you think I could rock some
man.
clear glasses like that, Fouad? I've been trying to do it, and Melissa tells me that I can't do it.
just exactly like that with the gold frames?
Or silver. It doesn't need to be gold, but you know.
I think you can pull that off.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the Jordans and the Lakers outfit.
Yeah. Trending.
I think I'd like you to do that.
We'll try. I'll get a pair.
Okay.
I'll wear them on the next podcast before the Olympics. Ready to go.
Okay,
I
perfect.
go to Vegas soon, man. I go to Vegas
Iain.
for like 8 days, 9 days.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm going out like 2 weeks early because Patrick will be there.
That's good, man. That's good. What were you gonna say, Roman?
Ian, you know who's here?
Huh?
You know who's here?
Who?
Donnie Kanganovic.
I know. I saw him on the list.
Who's that?
I told him.
Danny Kangnovich.
I told him to eat no pasta this
No
time.
pasta carb up.
He's over there.
No pasta carb up.
Hey, Donnie. Wave.
Who's Donnie? I don't know who this guy is.
Danny Kangnovich. You know who he is.
Oh, yeah. So what's
The podcast, yeah. He just said no pasta this time.
Brandon, can you figure this out or what? Can you hear us? I don't think he can hear us either.
Nah, I couldn't hear you either the first time also.
No,
I
but
had to
he's
go out and then come back in.
yeah, maybe here. I'm gonna text Brandon.
Text him and just tell him to leave and come back in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Justin Mackey is here.
Yeah, I saw that. We were just looking over the list. It's a good lineup.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks
Mackey is sushi, right?
yes.
Rolls?
Yes, it is.
Well, it's not a roll. It's like the bed of rice with the meat on it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good.
It's a deep lineup there, Roma. What do you think? Is it different judges or same judges?
Different judges.
Good.
Thank God.
Who's head
Completely different. The bald guy who's always sitting next to Steve Weinberger.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Who I mean? Yeah.
He's got a little bit of a darker skin?
Maz?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Wait, he's sitting over there.
Yeah, Maz. It's Maz Ali. Yeah.
Roman's so funny.
He's been head judge at the show before.
Yeah.
Roman, can I get you to do something before
Who
you
was
leave?
the head? Yeah, what?
Okay, 1 sec. Because I know you're a straight shooter, so I got you on the list. Okay, 1 second. Okay, Roman, go ahead.
What am I doing?
Olympia.
Give me the top 10.
Oh, Olympia top 5?
Top 10.
Top 10?
Top 10. Yeah, top 10.
Okay, so Rami wins.
Yeah.
I'm going with Brandon Curry in second.
Yeah.
I gotta put Nick in third.
Yeah.
Hardy in fourth.
Yeah.
Hardy in fourth. Then I'm gonna put Hunter fifth. I'm gonna put. I want Iain to be in the top 6, so Iain. Then 7th. Oh, that's hard. 7th. Let's go with Derek.
Yeah.
Bonak.
Yeah.
Samson and Andrew.
All right. I had to get you to do that before you go.
I'm about to grab the mic here. Wait.
Brandon, what's up, man? How are you?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
We got Roman's at the Big Man show in Spain in the press conference.
I see. He looks busy.
He's on the podcast with us.
Awesome.
How are you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. Doing great.
Ian was asking if I thought he could pull off those glasses. What do you think?
Oh, sure, Ian. Sure. Why not? Why not?
Are they prescription or are they just for good looks?
They're for to enhance my good looks.
To enhance your good.
I need all the help I can get.
Hey, Roman, mute your audio so I can.
Yeah, they're blue light glasses for all these lights and screens and stuff.
What kind of glasses are they? I'm gonna get a pair too. Me and Ian are gonna walk.
Yeah, blue lights. Quay.
Oh yeah, the Quay. Yeah. We'll some of those. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I'm gonna order some after the podcast.
Yeah, they're good for if you try to get some sleep at night.
Brandon, you look fucking huge, dude.
Oh yeah, it's hot. Can you hear my fan if I turn it on?
No, I don't worry about the fan. I said you look huge.
Oh.
What the fuck?
I'm hot.
Oh.
Where are you in the US?
No, I'm in Kuwait.
In Kuwait.
How long are you there for?
I'll be here till I'll head there to the 10th. So I'll head to US by the 10th. Yeah.
All right. What are you weighing right now, dude? You've been hiding out this prep.
We'll just say I'm above 260 right now.
Really?
That's a big grin.
Look at the grin on his face. Eh? He's like, I'm above 260. Are you back to shock the world? Or are you gonna? A lot of people got Rami in first here. Are you gonna overtake him this year? You gonna take it back?
Yeah, we try to keep things quiet, So, we're gonna come back and try to bring the best Brandon Curry to the stage of yet, and we'll see where the chips fall from there.
What do you think was the best Brandon Curry? I think 2019 was the best Brandon Curry.
Of course, it was.
Is that what you think?
Yeah.
Do you think you're gonna be that good or better this year?
Yes, that's definitely the plan.
Fuck, I'm gonna have to change my picks.
We're on track. We're on track for that. So,
sir.
Do you want to make some predictions? Not for yourself.
Why not?
We can leave you out.
Why not?
Yeah. Okay.
Just leave me out. Just leave me out.
We'll leave you out.
I'll try to do this.
All right, let's do Brandon. We'll put him in first.
I put him in first, obviously.
Okay.
Yeah,
go ahead.
First. All right. All right. If you put me in first, then that means Rami will be in second.
Okay.
Bonac seems to be falling in third in everybody, so Bonac. Wow.
I heard Bonac's looking pretty crazy. Have you seen any pics other than the guest posing?
I see him in person. I see him in Dubai like not too many weeks ago.
How did he look?
His biceps are looking bigger. For sure. He's definitely thicker.
Is he back to old form?
Thicker.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's back to like, looks like he's back to like 2019 form.
That's impressive.
That's good.
Yeah. Looks like he's pretty close.
Where did he place at the Olympia that year? Does anybody remember?
He was second.
Second.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a big deal. All right, let's go back.
Yeah.
Bonac third. Maybe I gotta rearrange this shit. I got Bonac in eighth.
Okay, fourth.
Let me see. Fourth. Whew. I'm gonna go ahead and throw Hottie in there.
All right.
Let's see. I see somebody. I'm gonna put somebody not on the list.
Okay. Who's the dark horse that you know of?
I'm thinking Raphael.
Really?
Yeah.
He's in fifth for you?
Yeah.
I think I spelled his name wrong, but it's okay.
It's AEL.
That's what I thought. Raphael.
And then I think he's gonna make a splash. I think Krizo's gonna make a splash too.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm interested. This is exciting. I'm glad I got you on, Brandon. Got a totally different fucking picks here than everybody else.
Of course. And Andrew.
Okay. Wow. You got like Nick, Hunter, Ian. They're all going to slide.
This is good though. This is
Hunter.
changing. This is changing it
Hunter.
up.
I know. I like it.
Hunter.
Hunter.
Yeah, then Nick. No, take that back.
Okay.
Samson before Hunter and Nick.
Samson. Jeez, this
Hunter,
is a
then
crazy
Nick.
list. Hunter,
Yeah,
Nick, and 10th. You got to explain some of this to me. Holy fuck. All right. So we're going to, this might be the worst picks I've ever seen.
Good, good, good.
But if you're right, this is fucking nuts. Okay. So if we're looking at your list, I can see 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't see Raphael. I know, listen, before anybody says anything, I know Raphael is absolutely credible. But is he going to be big enough, you think, to leapfrog Ian, Hunter, Nick? These guys are all much bigger, even though he's got arguably nicer shape.
Well, I think he's bigger. I think he's bigger than we've seen him. I don't think we've ever seen him in a lineup to even be able to compare what he will do. And I think that'll make a difference. I think him being in this lineup is going to make him stand out because we've never seen him in the lineup. It's kind of like when the Hottie stepped into the lineup.
Yeah.
It's going to have that. It's going to have a similar effect.
Have you
same
seen
with,
have you
same
seen
with
him?
Carrizo.
Have you seen him recently or no?
I haven't seen him in person, no. But
Okay,
I can just tell. I can just tell he's maturing.
So when you
Like a lot.
when you make that prediction that he'd be in the top 5 or 6, you're basing it on like same thing we're seeing, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Wow, you have a different eye. I mean, he is getting that graininess condition, and he does have a.
I don't think it's a stretch. I mean, like when you see shots like this, I'm like, I don't think that's outrageous by any means.
Yeah.
It's just if the back and the hamstrings and everything can match up with those guys, you know.
I questioned the back, but then I saw his back double bicep shot not too long ago, and I was like, okay, he's in the department.
He's getting there.
Good. Yeah, he's definitely improved his back. You know, I think he'll be he'll flow better than Carrizo, so that's why I put him above. But I think Carrizo's gonna make an impact because he's just so new.
Yeah,
he's so new. He's a big guy. I think he's gonna get his conditioning better for this show. So I think he's gonna make an impact for sure.
Have you seen Carrizo in real life?
Yes, I have actually.
Okay,
I've seen him when he used to come to Germany.
Okay,
we used to go to Germany. I used to see him, and he was always impressive in person because those crazy arms he has.
Yeah.
So I wonder though, when I look at Carrizo, because none of us have him in the top 10, is his conditioning and partial imbalance going to be an issue? Because his legs, I don't know if you think what you think about I think his legs are a little bit unbalanced compared to his upper body, and I think his conditioning is not going to meet Olympia standards if it's the same as this.
Yeah, but he just said he thinks his condition is going to improve.
I think his conditioning is going to be better by the Olympia. I mean, he's been dieting for how long now? I think the separation in his legs and the shape is gonna carry him enough. If anything, the back he's gonna get the back shots perfect.
Yeah.
But I think if he does that, I've seen him improve those shots over the season.
Yeah.
And if he does that, I think he'll be good because I think he really worked on his posing after all that criticism
from the show. You mean?
Yeah, because by the finals he was even better.
Yeah.
So,
he's
just not used to competing against, a lot of competition. So I don't think he was ready for it.
He's used to posing for 2 seconds and winning shows,
Right, exactly.
hit a front double bicep and the show's over,
Fuck,
exactly.
Brandon, now you got me thinking.
So I think he'll be prepared because I think he's got a lot on the line. So I think he'll be more prepared because he's got his feet wet.
Yeah.
I think who was head judging that show? Was that Steve?
I think Steve and Tyler were there. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's got the impression now. If he went in there blind, then it would be trouble for him. But he's not going in there blind anymore. So.
But they've seen him, and he's been down in the U.S. and seen these guys, so that's fair. Yeah.
So him in the lineup, and nobody's seen him against his lineup, is just going to be a standout. They're not going to be able to not look at him because he's so new.
Huh. All right. I like that. If we go back to their list, then we have Carrizo that you've already explained. Andrew, obviously, shape and structure.
Yeah.
Do you think he'll bring the conditioning he needs to bring, or do you think even if he shows up like he showed up in Texas and Arnold, it'll be enough?
I'm hoping, I'm hoping he's, been dieting enough at this point to, just be, sharp about the fault. I mean, I know he's not trying to put on size at this point, at this part in the season. So I'm just hoping that that's the case for him. I think that's the smart thing. He's a long limb guy.
Yeah.
So as long as he can bring, a little bit more conditioning, he doesn't have to be perfect, but I think his frame alone is going to stand up. It's going to be bigger on stage.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of, what he's going to look like from the back, I think is going to make the biggest difference.
I've been thinking about that because I have him in 10th, and I'm like, I don't know, man. I think that might be too far back.
I know they like him a lot. He's really exciting.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy. So I just think they're going to want to look at him too, because, they're going to give him that chance. They're going to give him that look, or at least the comparison, as long as he comes in conditioned enough when he comes out for his individuals.
Yeah. You have Samson, Hunter, Nick. Samson, obviously shaped. Do you think he'll be able to bring the conditioning he needs?
Yeah, I don't think the conditioning will be a problem for him, but I think I don't know if he'll be. I think because of that, I don't know how much fullness he'll bring to the stage.
Yeah.
And for the Olympia, he'll really need that.
Yeah. Hey, is Andrews in Dubai, right?
Yeah. He's in late Vegas right now, though.
Oh, I know. When was the last time you saw him, though?
I didn't run into him when I was in Dubai, actually.
Oh, okay.
I missed him some kind of way. So I haven't seen him recently.
Okay. Hunter and then Nick. Now, Nick's posts recently have been pretty nasty, man. I don't know. Have you taken a look at everything?
Yeah.
This is the most recent one he posted.
Yeah. To me, he looks similar to last year, pre-Tanner. You put the Tanner on him, and I think he looks similar to last year.
So you don't think there's enough improvements?
I don't think there's a dramatic difference. No, I know he's going to be hard. He's going to be conditioned.
Yeah.
His thing is how much comparisons they're going to put him through.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the Achilles heel for him. The more comparisons that he has to go through, I think the more he'll start to fade.
You think so? But I thought that was, and Ian, you can correct me if I'm wrong too. I thought one of Nick's strong suits was that he could kind of pose and pose and pose.
He can pose and pose and pose, but the stomach is what he's got to be able to keep that intact. So
I see what you're saying. So you think the longer he goes, the more it'll start to.
The more you get gas,
the more you have to breathe.
Yeah.
The more you have to breathe,
Yeah, and I agree. I don't think it'll be trouble in the poses. I think where he might get caught is in the transitions. I think he can.
That's what I'm saying.
He can lock in a front double and flex those abs and hold it, but then they go switch you to a side chest and you take a breath for a second, let a bigger stomach relax. That's where they can catch you,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Only in the transition, because he's really good at holding his poses. So, but it's just a matter of him fighting and knowing he's fighting, especially if they put him beside Hunter for some reason.
Yeah,
it's gonna be like head-to-head competition.
So basically, what I'm hearing from you is, these guys look the same as last year, but you have all these new guys popping in because basically you're saying Raphael, Crizo, Andrew, and Samson have taken their place. They've all slid into their spots.
I believe that newness will make an impact on stage. I believe it will. I mean, I don't know, but I believe it will personally.
Huh.
Cool. If they capitalize on the peak, it's all about that day. I just think they have the impact because let's see. It's more like the type of physique. All of them are similar, in a sense, the type of physique. And then
that's true.
I put Hunter in there. Hunter, we know he's off in conditioning, but I think he's going to be so, he's going to be so much about that this year that he's going to be flat.
Interesting. That's actually good. So Bonac, that's actually a pretty good assessment. Now I'm fucking worried. Huh. Ian,
It makes you think when you hear different opinions, you know?
Ian, have we gone wrong? Look at me and Ian's face. So this is Ian's here.
Well, obviously I'm in the show, so I have to give ridiculous picks. Like I put myself in fourth. Like I put
but we'll just exclude that. But if we exclude your pick, even if like you are fourth, let's exclude your pick. The rest of them are very different, and then mine are too, because we basically all thought, Brandon, we were talking about it. We basically thought the top 5 or 6 from last year was going to remain the same, with the exception of
I don't agree with that.
Well, I don't either. I don't have it now, but we thought a lot of I think Derek is going to, you didn't put Derek in there at all, Brandon. I noticed. You don't think Derek's going to make that impact?
Man, I've seen Derek look crazy, 3 weeks out from a show, a couple weeks out from a show.
That's my concern.
And then when he got on stage, he just didn't have. So the act with Derek is he's gonna have to be big and full. We know that. He's not, but I don't know if he's gonna be able to push the conditioning as much as he would have if he was in 212.
Yeah.
And I think that may be where, they're gonna run into some issues where he may not be as sharp completely as he could be, just to maintain that fullness that he will need to compete. So
and also they're going to compare his conditioning to his 212 conditioning, and when he's been peeled with inside out glutes in the 212, really pushing the weight down, and you show up bigger and fuller, but your conditioning is not what they've seen from you. It's working against you, not for you.
But I'm gonna argue with both of you that his conditioning will be better. Okay. Because I think what's going to happen is, me and Milos had this conversation. Milos said from the back he's okay, but from the front he's soft. And I said to him, when you're trying to lose an extra 10 pounds that you can't afford to lose, you come in flat. And that's what a flat physique looks like. It looks like a guy with shredded glutes and he's soft in the front. And I think
because I think he's not soft in the front other than the places where he's lacking muscularity, like his quads and his chest. I think his quads have improved, but when you start to push cardio, obviously to get down to 212, I can understand them coming down, but his chest is not a flatness issue. That's a muscularity issue. Like there's no depth and striations there. So that's going to have to improve a lot to have a good look of hardness in it.
But I think the depth and striations comes a lot from the fullness, from being like, if you drop 10 pounds that you can't afford to lose, it's going to change the way you look.
I agree in terms of the fullness, but I don't in terms of the detail and the separation. I think that's just from a muscularity issue in terms of certain spots with him.
It could be.
I think the age is the biggest thing with the muscularity issue, as far as the maturity of how it's going to look.
Yeah.
In complete condition or in, decent condition for me, because he's a very wide guy, but he's also the shortest guy on stage, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he may look a little squattier than we expect at a heavier weight.
Yeah.
And I know he has a really good back, but I've seen him from the back without a shirt off, I think one little clip. And I'm thinking, it doesn't have the impression as he does when he has on a tank.
Yeah.
It's still a good back, don't get me wrong, still a great back, but it doesn't seem as wide because his waist is a little thicker than it used to be as well. So
yeah, I could be way off on this, but I don't know if he's going to be fourth. I'm still kind of tossing that around, but I do think he's going to be in the top 10. I think he's going to shake things up because I think they're looking for that shape. Like if all the guys you picked, Brandon, like yourself, Rami, I mean, Bonak's a little bit more square, but he has so much muscle, it's hard to ignore. Hadi, Raphael, Crizzo, Andrew Sampson, Hunter are all aesthetically pleasing physiques.
You put Derek in with that?
I think Derek is aesthetically pleasing. Yeah. I mean, the way he.
Yes, but what he's saying is that when he's heavier, he's going to look a little more squat, and that's not going to flow compared to guys that are, 5'8" to 5'10", 5'11", and wider in the clavicles.
That could
compare him to Bonak. Compare him to Bonak. Just compare him to Bonak. Take Bonak's muscle maturity. He's got a wider back than Bonak. The question is going to be what Bonak's legs are going to be, how good Bonak's midsection will be. But we know Bonak has better arms. So it's kind of like, that's how I kind of look at it. Derek's a little bit wider, width-wise, shoulder to shoulder, I think.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what I'll compare him to. So I think with that comparison, they'll figure out where Derek will be.
Yeah, I don't
and Hadi as well.
I think even though he's going to look more squat, like I still think he's going to maintain. I I think because even when he was in Pittsburgh, like I still think he's going to maintain this shape. Because even when he was in Pittsburgh on stage guest posing, I'm trying to find that now, but you know, he was what 270, 260 or something like that, and he still looked, you know, look like this is him big. That's still great shape, right? He doesn't look. I mean, obviously not standing next to anybody, so you can't tell for sure. But this is still.
Yeah, he looks great. He looks great. I'm not trying to say he doesn't, but it's such a question mark for me.
It is
until
a question
I see
mark,
him compared to any guy in the open. I'm gonna always have a question mark. That's just how it's gonna be for me. So I can't even see him in the lineup visually right now.
Yeah.
Even though I know he has a good physique, I just can't see him in the lineup because I don't know anybody to compare it to besides guys that are similar to his height, like Hottie and Bonet.
Yeah. Well, that's who I'm kind of comparing him to. Is I was thinking to myself, because I thought to myself, I'm like, okay, he's going to look great, but is he going to be big enough? But then I thought to myself,
Bonek and Nick are kind of guys in that same height, width, you know, structures, you know.
Well, but then I thought to myself, Hottie probably weighs in at 230. And I'm like, I don't think Derek's going to be far from that, if not at that.
But the maturity of Hottie is going to be way different than
yes,
Derek.
and that's why I have Hottie ahead of Derek. But I still think
not all 230s are the same, you know.
No. I understand that. But I'm saying like that's kind of where I'm like, okay, well, he's not going to look as good as Hottie, conditioning wise, obviously. But if he has similar structure, muscularity, I can't see him being far from that as long as he's in shape. So
another thing we got to consider is the pressure.
Yeah.
The mental pressure. How's Hottie going to manage it? The anxiety coming in as a champion of one class and trying to make a big splash in a whole different class. I don't know how he's going to deal with that. Still a young guy, you know, still, you know, something new to him.
Yeah, and there's a lot of hype, a lot of talk behind him too. So
yeah, that's true. Brandon, how old are you right now?
Oh, I'm 40.
So this is like just another show for you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ian, does it feel that way for you too? I know you're not 40, but like, do you know, you've been there a few times and you've done a bunch of shows and you're in shape already. Like,
yeah, I mean, yes and no. Like, obviously, in my career bodybuilding, this is obviously a step up and a different Olympia. You know, I mean, compared to 20, 21, 19, 18. You know, I think this is going to be the toughest Olympia I've competed in. But I see that as an opportunity. I don't see that as a detriment. I think for me, you know, if I show up how I think I'm going to show up, I can make an impact, and I think I can beat a lot of guys that people might not think I could beat or should beat, you know, based off of just looking at, you know, past showings or whatever. So I see it as nothing more than an opportunity. You know, I think that this is a good showing for me to make a splash, and I feel very low pressure. Like, I feel that I'm on the hunt and they're on defense, and I don't see it as the other way around, you know?
Yeah.
To be fair to you, Ian, I haven't seen like any official like posing images of you.
That's fair. Yeah.
To know. So I haven't really been able to assess what you're doing this year. I can only go from like what I remember from previous years.
Yeah.
But it does look like you're going to be bigger this year than I've probably seen you.
Well,
just from what I've observed.
In saying that, Brandon, I actually, when I was looking at my picks, considered moving Ian up because, not to blow smoke, Ian, because we're friends or anything, but like your back looks much improved. And thank you also for drawing underwear on here.
Patrick did it.
Oh, wow. I wouldn't even notice. I thought he had on trunks.
I have on boxers. They're just like pulled right on my ass. You know?
Oh, okay.
Patrick posted the side test on his as well.
One sec, guys. Cade, go with mama. Go. Sorry, guys.
Can you click Patrick's profile there on my tag? No, like in the caption. Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's a bunch here. Yeah, you just look thicker, rounder, and it looks like you filled in some gaps. So I'm like, okay, wait a minute. Ian's gonna be fucking 5 feet wide.
That's side chest as well.
Yeah. With fucking insane
thicker for sure.
And there's not going to be a lot of guys with your conditioning either.
And the maturity is looks like it's improved a lot too.
Yeah, I'm starting to get to, like, I'm in my early 30s. Like, I'm 32 now, so I mean, I'm starting to get a bit, you know,
getting to your prime,
more density and maturity that I think my physique was lacking, especially certain places like my chest and my back. You know,
but it looks like
to improve.
It looks like you're
Chest
fixing
looks
your
like it's improved.
it looks like you're fixing your posing a little bit too, though. I mean, this is the best this shot's looked.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be because you're bigger also. Like your arms look a little bigger, your lats look a little thicker, but this is the best this front lats has looked.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, everything is I think that's this one here.
These are old.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna be exciting. Roman.
Yeah,
I agree.
Roman, can you hear me?
I agree. It's gonna be very exciting.
I can't hear you. What'd you do to your phone?
He's got it on mute.
You're gonna have to log off and log back in or something. I can't hear you.
He's like, what the fuck?
Unmute yourself.
Only Roman would call from a show. Amazing. Amazing.
From the athletes meeting at the show.
I know. He's not paying attention to anybody. He's like,
it's the athletes meeting. Is that what it is?
That's where he was. Yeah. He called in.
Like the press conference. Do they compete tomorrow or what day is it today?
I don't know.
Saturday?
I don't know if they do
Today's
Sunday.
Friday.
European shows are usually on the Sundays, right? Or
Yeah,
is it-
yeah. This year they've been on the Sundays.
Yeah. Well, when I did Big Man, it was a Sunday as well, I think. I can't hear you.
We can't hear you, Roman. No. Yeah, log off. Do that. Yeah,
Just boot him.
I'm just gonna leave it. How long have you been in Kuwait, Brandon? How long has it been now?
Got it in August. So it'll be about 4 months total.
How's the family holding up? Everything's like everybody's used to this by now, eh?
Yeah. Business as usual. It's just this is the longest time I've been gone in 2 years.
It's only been 3 months. You've been gone longer than this. Not in the last 2 years.
Not in the last 2 years, no.
So how long were you in Kuwait for the Arnold? Or did you even go for the Arnold?
I was in Kuwait for 10 weeks.
10 weeks. So just for the prep, pretty much.
Yes, that's all I did. I made a last minute decision, made a quick prep, and because things went well, so I just made a quick decision to do it, and I jumped in. So 10 weeks, quick. I mean, the Olympia prep the year before, I think it was 11 weeks. So I decided time to put a little more time in.
Yeah.
So,
well, I think a lot
How
of people.
about now?
I got you now. How are you, Roman?
Yeah, nice.
Where are you now? Are you still at that press conference or athletes meeting?
Yeah, no, it's over. They had us do a post down, and I had the phone on. I had the phone on the whole time, and then people were asking, who are you talking to on the phone? I said, on the podcast. You were on the podcast live, blah blah.
So they made you guys pose down at the fucking athletes at the press conference?
Yeah, but only me, Dani, Andrea Musi, and Mohammed Shaban.
Okay, that's good. Maybe that means you're in the top 4.
I don't think so.
You're
I
moving
don't
up.
think so.
Did Presty pose?
No, because
No?
he wasn't in the first one in 2018. That's the only one.
So
The guys.
they're honoring like the past competitors.
Yeah,
by making you pose down.
Yeah.
That's not. Yeah.
That sucks.
Oh, shit, you had me here. You should have got me on the
Yeah.
Zoom. I would have posed too.
Should have been like, here's Ian.
I won that show. in 2018.
Special guest is
Yeah.
Guy.
Go ahead. Sorry.
One guy from Spain was wearing a hardcore team T-shirt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
One of the hostile ones.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
His name is Diego something or another. I don't know.
All right, I'm rooting for Diego then. Hope he wins
Yeah.
tomorrow. That's what you should be fucking wearing. How come you're not wearing one?
I don't have one.
I gotta send you some then. I'll send you a care package.
Yeah. I hope so.
Is your wife with you?
Yeah, she's gonna pick me up right now. I'm waiting for her to pick me up because I still got a couple grams of carbs to eat, man.
Let me ask you something. We've been trying to get you to eat for like 2 years. What happened at the last show that you finally decided I'm gonna fucking not worry about being super shredded and get big and like stay big? Like what convinced you finally to not go crazy with the conditioning?
I just said, fuck it, what can happen?
Yeah.
And
But you know,
I mean, at that point, you're right. What the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
but you know what the part that
Yeah.
pisses me off? You know the part that pisses me off is you finally went against what you wanted to do and it worked, but they didn't reward you for
but
it.
then you didn't get rewarded for
Yeah.
it.
yeah,
Like what the fuck, man?
Yeah, the look is what we wanted, but the placing
Yeah.
was not. You know.
Yeah.
the placing was worse than at the show before.
Yeah.
Are you still working? Yeah, but the look was way better. So
The
just
look was way improved for sure.
stay there, man. What
Your guns.
are you still working with Compton?
No, I've done the last. Ben has helped me for the Texas show.
Yeah, that's right.
I looked way better at that one. And the last show in Italy, I did myself.
Yeah.
And this one, I'm doing myself as well.
Are you going to stay doing it by yourself? Because you seem to figured out a formula.
Yeah, right now it works. So I'm gonna stick with what works.
Brandon, have you ever done one of your own preps before, like in your whole career?
Sure.
Have?
Yeah, sure.
When?
I never really have.
When did you do your own prep, Brandon?
Let's see. I left George in what 2014, I believe.
Mm.
And then I was doing my own preps when everybody thought I should go to 212 till 2016.
Okay.
26.
Funny story. I got a funny
When
story.
you won Toronto? No. What year did you win Toronto? 2015. 15.
2016, I think I won Toronto. I think.
So that was your own. You did your own prep for that.
Yeah.
Huh. So why did
Got
you
a funny story with Brandon.
Go ahead, Roman.
So in 2015, the week after the Olympia, there was the Prague show. And I placed 11th and Brandon placed 10th. And then we went, the year after, we went to the Arnold Classic in Hong Kong. And we had dinner, remember, with, so it was you, it was, what's his name? The guy that always poses too good. Fred Small. Fred Small. Yeah. And then you were talking about going to Kuwait. And I was like, oh man, I wish I could go to Kuwait. Then you went and you blew up, man.
Yeah.
So you guys were neck and neck, and then Brandon pulled away.
Yeah, but
you missed your chance. Missed your chance, Roman.
You should have went to Kuwait. You guys would both be like,
fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, no one asked me to go. He was asked. If they had asked me, I would have gone right away.
You should have just went. You should have just showed up and been like, I'm here. I'm here with Brandon.
What are we doing? Yeah.
Brandon, how's that process work? Do they just have to call you, or can you call them and ask?
It was 2016 for me when I ran into Abdullah backstage in between prejudging, or after prejudging, yeah.
At the Olympia.
Yep.
Go ahead.
So I introduced myself, told him congratulations on what he did with Victor that season, and he said, "You want to come to Kuwait? I think I can make you top 6 in the world."
Well, he
And
held
that's
up.
it. So you just didn't meet the right people, Roman.
No, I guess not. Yeah.
You're not a nice guy like Brandon. Brandon's nice. He networks, meets people.
It was just timing, man.
And Roman's wearing shut up and squat shirts.
Yeah, they're scaring the fuck out of people.
Stop scaring everybody, man. You fucking,
No, Abdullah said he wanted to work with me since I think he said 22.
Oh, okay. So he had his eye on you.
He saw the
he met me in Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They asked me to go in 2012, I think. Oh no, I was with Scitec at the time. I think it was 20.
That'd be 14, 15.
2013 or 14, yeah, somewhere in there. And I didn't want to go. It takes a different kind of person, man. Like, I'm sure you can explain more, Brandon, but as far as what I've heard, it's like, I don't know, you're kind of away from your family and your friends, and it's just bodybuilding 24/7.
That's my thing.
Yeah, take a different kind of person. You gotta be pretty content. You can't be too much of a diva, and you gotta not mind being with yourself sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just being away from your family, your kids and your wife, and like that's got to be tough.
Yeah, it was tough. It was tough in the beginning, but luckily modern technology and stuff kind of feel like I'm around when I'm not around. So
yeah, you FaceTime all the time.
I don't really miss out on too much. But the biggest thing is how big the boys get. Like every time I leave and come back, so I'm gonna go home to a teenager.
Yeah.
When I get back, he's gonna be freaking probably almost as tall as me.
Yeah. Your sons are like fucking football stars too, huh?
Yeah, that's probably the worst part is missing football season. So
Yeah.
that's like the worst part because they do so phenomenal. So
is that what you want? Is that what you want them to do? You want them to? Do you want them to go all the way with it, or are they just doing whatever they like right now?
Right now, they're doing what they like, what they excel at. You know.
Yeah. Do you push it at all or no?
No. I wouldn't push it, but when you make a commitment, you know, I'm about finishing your commitment. You know, kids can. Some days they'll be like, I don't want to do this, I want to do that, but it's just because they're being kids, not because they really know what they're talking about. So sometimes you have to be like, no, you're not gonna just quit just because you want to go play video games.
Yeah.
Some stuff like that.
What's the commitment? Is it just the year? They have to finish the year, or do they have to finish like how long before? How long before they're like?
Well, yeah, no. If you start a season, you commit to it, you finish it.
Yeah.
You know?
Is that what?
Yes.
Right.
Are you strict?
So,
are you the strict one, or is the wife the strict
one?
No,
my wife's the strict one. That's why I can go away and things are still, in order.
Yeah. Melissa will be the strict one too. I already know.
Yeah.
But she's a strict one. She stays on top of them. She makes sure they're disciplined and take care of themselves. She keeps them going. Right now, she's got them on a pretty good schedule. I'm impressed with the maturity. So,
how many do you have? 4?
Yeah, I have 4 kids, but 3 boys.
3 boys, yeah.
Yeah, Zoe's in college, so
yeah,
she's pretty much grown. She's doing her thing.
Yeah. What's going on, guys? I want to talk to you about the newest company I'm working with, and as you can see, I'm chewing a big wad of gum because it is Bashmouth energizing gum. Athletes, gamers, especially everyday life. You just need some energy. It's 130 milligrams of caffeine here. Bashmouth.com is the website. I'll show you real quick. If you get there now, you get free shipping for a limited time. Get yourself a box today. And don't worry from now on. If you need some energy, just pop a piece of gum and it will keep you going all day. Roman, can you see the screen clearly? I want to show you something you missed.
Yeah, I can see everything.
Look at Brandon's pics. They're different than everybody else's, but I'm starting to wonder if he's right.
Yeah, I caught that. He has Crizzo in there. I didn't even think of Crizzo.
Do you think Crizzo can be in the top 10?
One, honestly, that fascinates me the most, that he's piqued my interest the most is the Raphael. The others, like Crizzo, whatever. Okay, I can see it, but the Raphael, it's like, okay, yeah, that's interesting. That's like piqued my interest on that, because we haven't seen Raphael in a lineup like this. He hasn't been here and done this,
Well, and the interest,
his shape and his roundness and shape really might excel in this lineup. I mean, like, I see what he's saying for sure,
But
this looks different. He looks different.
But this is the question I have. So Samson took 3rd, I think, at the Arnold, or 4th. I can't remember. It was 3rd or 4th.
Arnold, what?
Arnold,
Columbus?
Okay. Columbus. When he competed against Brandon and Bonac, he was 3rd or 4th.
No, he was
Justin
4th.
3rd. He was 4th. So the way I see it is Nick and Hunter are better than Justin Rodriguez, who was ahead of Samson. Right?
Yeah, but I mean, it's been almost a year since that show, man.
I know he's much bigger. I know, but Raphael. The reason I'm trying to justify it. This is the thing. Raphael beat Samson.
Samson was 4th. Justin was 5th. Kukla was 3rd.
Who was 3rd? Oh, Kukla was 3rd. Raphael beat Samson in, I don't know, one of those.
Let me ask you this to just rebuttal against your point here.
Just wait a minute. I haven't said anything. I haven't made my point.
Just ask one question. Let me ask a question first. If Kukla was in this lineup, would you put Samson ahead of Kukla?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then this is a kind of a moot point, no?
I'm making a point for Brandon. I'm saying what I'm trying to say is a couple different things going on here.
Okay.
Raphael beat Samson, but they were very close.
At what show?
It was Romania or one of the later shows last year. That's where he qualified. Okay. Yeah. That's where he qualified.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is if they've both gotten bigger, it makes sense for Brandon to have Raphael there, since a lot of people think Samson could be in the top 10.
I'm agreeing.
But I wonder, there's not many people that have Nick and Hunter behind Samson. So I'm like, I don't know if the whole thing makes sense.
Yeah, I think it's also easy for a lot of people too, when people were in that last year's top 5, to just re-put them there again, you know? Hunter and Nick, and I think it's just like, they were top 5 last year. They're young guys. They're going to improve. They're going to end up there again. I think it's just an easy kind of thing to just do mentally, you know?
But there's another thing about that too, that one of the reasons why I did it is I feel like it's harder to slide when you've made a jump in the IFBB. Like one of the things Brandon said was,
I disagree.
Just one sec, hear me out. One of the things Brandon said was the new guys are going to get a look, which I totally agree with. But part of the pattern of the IFBB is you work your way up. So I don't think it's going to be easy to push people out of the way unless they're out of shape or something like that.
This is what I think what will happen. I think Hunter and Nick and these guys will all get the initial look. I think because of their last year's top 5, they're going to end up in a good call out initially. But if they aren't up to snuff with these other guys, they're going to slide down in the callouts quickly. So I think they'll end up there first, and then they might be, okay, we'll revise that first call out, you know, and then put them into a second group with like Crizzo or some other guys, whatever, and then reassess. And then it's like, okay, well, we have Crizzo or Andrew or whoever we're talking about here, or Raphael ahead of them. Now let's revamp that first call out with these guys in it. I can see that happen.
Brandon, how much of this do you actually think about on a daily basis? Is it not there?
I never think about it unless you ask me.
Okay. Ian, you're the same probably too, right? Are you?
No, I'm like, look, I see guys on Instagram. I'm like, oh shit, he looks good. I'm interested to see what he'll look like, you know? Yeah. But like, am I sitting there thinking about like who's going to place where? No, not at all. You know?
No, not that. I don't mean you're sitting there thinking about predictions. I mean, are you watching the other guys and seeing what they're doing?
Not actively. Yeah, not actively.
To about it.
Yeah, like not actively, but passively. And obviously, I'll talk to my boys like Julian or Mark and stuff, and be like, you know, send a picture, be like, yo, this guy looks sick. Like, excited to see what he looks like, or you know, maybe the other way, be like, shit, he looks like he needs to push the conditioning. We're 3 weeks out here, you know.
Yeah. So Brandon,
Abdullah's the one that brings things to my attention. So he'll bring something to my attention, and I'll check it out, and then we'll discuss different things. You know, he mentioned Raphael being a dark horse. So I started to look at Raphael a little bit, see what he was working with, and I was thinking, well, that's a very good possibility. He definitely looks improved, and he just has a different look than everybody. I think that'll stand out on stage. Abdul's also pretty confident in William. I haven't seen William, but I know he used to coach William.
Yeah.
So I don't know what he's seen of William, but he seems to be pretty confident of William this year, even all the way up to getting second. So
really,
it's hard. William's hard to bet against, you know, because I mean he's got such a level of, like you said, like a hardness and maturity and density to his physique that, especially with next to younger guys, really shines, you know. And I think that's the thing is like when he's on, you know, if you put him next to guys with a little less muscle maturity in their physique, he's gonna look like he's fucking cement, like dense granite next to these guys, you know.
I feel like Chad's really figured out his physique too. Chad always does well with guys with a little bit more muscle. And I think working with him in the Arnold, he looked really good at the Arnold. So yeah, I think he's figured that out too. But when Abdullah talks to you about these things, Brandon, does he ever bring the guys that are closer to your competition? Like, does he say, hey, check out Rami's update? Does he do any of that? Or is it kind of like he leaves that alone?
No. He's not really looking at this competitive standpoint. It's just general conversation. Because sometimes we're not talking just me and him.
Yeah.
We're talking, you know, maybe 4 guys talking together.
Sure.
Just talking about the Olympia. So they're normally talking, I'm listening. And then, you know, I'm kind of thinking in my mind about different things they're talking about. And that's just pretty much how it goes. So that's how I kind of see it. I really don't sit there and think about it when I'm to myself. But when they're having a conversation and debates and discussions about it, it kind of makes my mind turn a little bit.
Yeah. How do you feel about half the lineup being last?
That's the way it is.
Is that crazy though? That there's like 30 fucking something by
more than half, man.
I've been there. I've been there.
You've been where?
Last.
Well, so have I, but there was only like 16 people. So I'm just saying, like, when there's 32 people.
It doesn't make a difference.
Okay, wait. Let me ask you though, because it does make a difference. Do you think are these guys going to get a fair look? That's more kind of what I'm talking about. It doesn't matter to anybody in the top 10. Nobody cares, right? What I'm saying is somebody in 20th going to get a fair look, or even 11th to 15th? Like all these guys between.
Okay, I get what you're saying, but then on the paper, it's still going to just say 15 for everybody. Or 16.
I understand that. What I'm saying is during the competition, is somebody that's in 13th going to be looked at as long as that top 6?
No,
or are they going to start to rush through those other 20 guys?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Okay. But
it's impact. Impact. If you don't have the impact, you don't make the impact. That's just kind of how it is.
Yep.
So you need to make that. You need to make that first impression in the individuals.
The onus is on you to make the impact, not on them to give you the opportunity.
Roman.
Yeah, here.
What do you think? What are you doing right now? You're meeting your wife?
Smoking cigarettes.
I'm waiting.
Are you smoking cigarettes?
One more thing.
I'm not.
One more thing. Who's that guy that won the Legions?
Tonio.
Tonio.
Oh, Tonio Burton. Yeah.
Yeah. How tall is he? Is he about Derek's size?
No, he's a little.
He's a little taller.
5'7", 5'8", I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna make a big splash because he has a lot of muscle maturity.
Yeah.
A very different look.
I think him and Charles are guys that aren't getting talked about enough. Him and Charles Griffin, I think, are both going to do really good.
Yeah, Charles is very impressive as well, but he always looks smaller than I expect him on stage.
Yeah, he's not a gigantic person in person, like clavicle width and height, which does hurt him, but he's got a really good back, and I think now that he's improved how he poses his midsection is making a big difference for his physique too.
That's been the craziest difference for me. That's been nuts.
Huge difference, man. Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm getting a little nervous. I'm getting a little nervous over here because my wife isn't here yet. My wife isn't here yet, and I gotta eat, and she's not fucking coming.
When's she supposed to be there? Why isn't she there early? What the fuck is she doing?
30 minutes ago. I don't know.
Well, call her.
You have to let us go and call her.
I did. I just called her. She said she's gonna be there soon. Over here is Andrea Presti.
Hey, let's say hello.
Oh, you're on the podcast with Fouad and everyone.
Hey.
Hi guys. Hi.
He's like, "Fuck you! I'm competing tomorrow. Leave me alone."
No, it's the day after tomorrow.
Oh, it's 2 days. That's right. It's on Sunday.
Yeah.
What are you gonna eat? Is there food around there? Are you gonna find something to eat?
No, they only have those, Lenny's protein cookies.
Yeah, don't eat
that
that.
bullshit.
Those are delicious.
Yeah.
Don't eat that.
Don't eat that.
I'm not gonna eat that.
Get one for after. Are you taking us to the bathroom?
Yeah, I'm taking a piss.
Mute your phone.
And a podcast first.
No, it's not. You know what, Brandon? It's not a podcast. It's not a podcast first. Unfortunately, I can't say that.
There's fetish people.
Well, just don't make
sure there's fetish people.
Don't make it first.
Do you think fetish people? Oh wait, perfect. Do you think fetish people, when they like watching piss videos, do they have to see? They don't have to see your piss. They just have to see your face when you're pissing.
They like hearing the sound.
Yeah, of course.
Guy, I got a question for you.
What?
If you have a piss fetish and someone's pissing on video, do you have the fetish just to watch somebody pissing, or do you have to hear or see the piss?
Wait, come again?
I don't know if this is a one answer fits all.
Wait, you're asking me if I have a pee fetish, is it physically having to be peed on, or is it the sound of the pee?
I'm not asking you. I'm saying in the piss fetish community.
Yeah, I'm trying to put myself in that fetish community. Yeah.
He said nothing about being peed on, guy. Just for record.
All I'm saying is when they're watching piss porn, is it okay enough to just watch somebody like Roman's pissing right now? Is that worth a fetish, or do you have to actually see the piss?
No, because I could go like this. I'm peeing too.
That's such an idiot. Why do you close your eyes? You close your eyes when you piss.
Sometimes you get that good, at the end, that good. Ugh.
Down, he does a nice close-eyed sit-down pee,
Like the middle of the night, like the 2 a.m. Like I ain't standing for this.
What the fuck?
Oh, I'm always standing at night.
You don't ever sit down?
At night? No.
I sit down sometimes at night. I'm
Me
half
too.
asleep. Yeah.
No, not a care in the world. Just sit down and pee.
It's quite a long piss there, sir.
Yeah, you still pissing? What the fuck are you doing?
No, I just washed my hands and I'm done.
Oh, okay.
35 fucking pissies getting-
Oh, I got confirmation, by the way. This is JM texted me that he filmed Blessing on November 12th, and that wasn't troll. That wasn't fake. Those were real pictures.
It must have been bad lighting then, because
He said he wanted me to tell you on the podcast. He said
you don't know what we're talking about, Ian?
No, I do.
he said he filmed Blessing on Saturday, November 12th, which is 5 weeks before the O. So
I can't hear you, Ian. What's going on?
You can't hear me?
I got you now. Now I can hear you. What were you saying?
I said, what is it? Is it you don't believe that it was that recent?
I just when I saw
when we pulled it up on the podcast, I mean in the podcast,
Wife's here.
he didn't
It
look.
doesn't look good in the video at all. You know?
No, he doesn't. That's what we were talking about. So when I saw the video, I said, I think Blessing's trolling us. And we didn't know if the video was accurate. Like if it was recent.
You know,
he looked horrible, right?
You know
He
how
looked horrible.
You know how you know who's Mr. Olympia in this?
You got to have big ass balls to do a troll like that because you have to look fucking spectacular if this is not what you look like. Like if you're going to show a false reality, you need to be so much better than this that it's shocking, you know?
Well, we have seen people get in shape really fast, so you never know what's coming after this.
I mean, 5 weeks.
Pull
This
a
is
Sean Roden.
like I don't think it's a good 5 week outlook at all, but is it doable? Like, look,
Yeah.
his glutes aren't that fat. Like it's manageable.
Yeah, there's some lines. Yeah, there's some
do I think
lines.
he's going to be peeled? No. Do I think he can be in shape in 5 weeks? Sure. You know.
Yeah. Where do you think Blessing will be, Brandon?
I have no idea.
Yeah. I saw him in the 10 to 15 spot somewhere. But this is the funny thing about the 10 to 15 spot. You know, we're saying Tonio, saying
There's
Charles.
20 guys that could be 10 to 15.
Yeah, we're saying James. Like, there's a lot of guys that we keep putting in the 10 to 15 spot. There's only so much room. Brandon gave us his picks. They're a little bit shocking compared to everybody else's. I want to show you. Check it out.
He put Bonac third.
Yeah, keep going.
What am I supposed to look at your predictions too? Is that what this is about?
No, idiot. Just look down. Just go down the list.
Oh wow.
Yeah, right? Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Who's
Who's
getting tattooed on this one?
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, Brandon. Whoever's wrong has to get a bro chat tattoo.
What?
Yeah.
Didn't I didn't sign any paperwork.
The most wrong list has to get a bro chat tattoo. That's
You
what
got to
we-
tell me that before I made my prediction.
What? You could have told me that
I would have
before
said,
that.
I would have said, I plead the field.
Roman's at the show, at the big man show, guy.
Yeah, he's competing, right?
Yeah, he's with his.
Yeah.
Did you find your girlfriend or wife?
Yeah, it's my wife. Now I'm in the car with she just picked me up.
How you feel,
Hope to
bro?
connect.
We'll get some food in you.
Yeah. Let's see. I think they fucked her over at the sushi place.
Why?
She ordered like for me 6 rolls and a couple temaki and all that shit, and they only gave her 1.
Go back and fucking beat the shit out of everybody in the place.
Yeah, let's see.
So that was your carb up, the sushi?
No, my car up started yesterday. I'm going for like over 3 days. I'm going with like 5,000 carbs, and I'm about 700 short today now. So still, it's 8 o'clock here now,
Yeah.
and I gotta get like 700 carbs in, like before midnight would be good.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Like 4 hours. So you're gonna have like basically 350 grams of carbs per meal.
You're gonna have an IV of sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing the IV carb up, but I couldn't get any.
I was completely kidding.
He's not joking at all. He's not joking at all, guy.
I know he's
totally-
not. I just threw it out there as a complete joke.
It's glucose IV drip, you know?
Roman, have you done
I
that
love
before?
you.
No, but some other pro from Germany recommended that to me.
Why are the Europeans so crazy?
Roman, you'll try anything once, huh?
Yeah, and see if it works.
Don't know until you try, right, guy?
Easy, ain't catching me on that one.
Guy, how are you feeling? Are you still sick?
Yeah, still sick.
Oh, that wasn't a gay joke, right?
What was the gay joke? We should ask Brandon. Ian says,
Oh God.
Okay, go for it.
what do you mean? You got to know.
Oh, this is we have a Mr. First of all, you know who the Mr. Olympia is because he's in his bed. Let's just talk about that. Okay.
Yeah.
You know you're fucking king shit when you're just like, I'm doing this from my fucking bed.
Yeah, he did the last one. He did the last one from his bed too. He likes to podcast when he's comfortable. Ian says that it's only gay if you're gay. And me and Guy say that it's gay if you do it. Doesn't matter what you say. So what do you think?
Depends on if you're gay or not, right?
The question is, why would you do it if you're not gay?
Well, that's irrelevant.
No, it's not
What are you
irrelevant.
doing?
What do you mean? How is that not
What are you
irrelevant?
If you do it, if you do it,
That's very relevant.
if you do a gay act,
What are you doing
like,
that's gay?
if you do a gay act, like
Kicking butt.
if you sleep with a man, if you
Oh yeah, that's pretty gay.
Ian says
What's
it's
the
not.
definition?
No,
What's the definition of gay?
I don't disagree that sleeping with a man is a super gay thing to do, but it doesn't make you gay.
Does it make you gay, Brandon?
I would say no.
I mean,
Oh, shut up, Roman.
maybe if it was unconsensual,
Yeah, because if you just
you may not be gay.
try,
No.
No,
It's not-
two consenting
Yeah.
adults.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's pretty gay, man. I don't know how you not say it.
Well, okay, what about this? What if you're doing
Look
it
at
for
this.
money?
Here comes the
Doing it for-
hypothetical.
Yeah.
very
Go ahead.
hard
Well,
on that.
I've heard this. I don't understand it, but I've heard straight guys say that they do gay porn because the money's better.
Yeah, I think
but-
the majority of guys that do gay porn are straight.
Wait, let him finish. Go ahead, Brandon.
But I don't understand it. I just don't understand
Because
it. But that's the
they're
porn
full
world.
because they're full of shit. That's why.
Literally
You know,
and figuratively.
I mean, I would just say this: if you screw for a living, at some point, it's got to be some kind of wacky desensitization going on, and it's just about the money at some point. So I could see psychologically how they could maybe say that to themselves.
I don't think
Because-
so. I think if you fuck for a living, you enjoy fucking. I think if you're a
No.
porn star, if you're a porn star,
I don't think most people that do porn like doing porn.
I don't agree with that
Guys,
at all.
guys,
I think,
real
I
quick,
think
in the
if you think
beginning-
that you're
in the
living
beginning,
porn
maybe.
fantasy land that you want to think that, but that's
No,
not.
no. That's not why I'm saying that. I'm saying you don't pick a job unless you like it.
No, you pick
No,
a job
no, it's
because
not true.
you don't have a ton of other options, and it's good money, and you're an attractive person or female, or you're a guy with a fucking huge.
So do
dick.
OnlyFans.
guys,
Well,
real
then
quick.
always have.
Wait, hold
Real
on.
quick.
Let Roman wants to say something.
Yeah, go ahead, Roman.
I
Most
gotta,
porn stars
I gotta,
also
I
do
gotta
only-
sign off.
Oh,
I
okay.
gotta sign off.
All right, see you, man.
So-
Okay, Roman.
Roman,
Thank
kick
you
some
for
ass,
having
bro.
me.
Good luck at
Yes,
the show.
man.
Thank you for coming on, man.
Thank you guys, and
Okay.
good night.
We'll talk to you
Good night,
after.
bro.
Good night, brother.
All the best.
Goodbye. Thanks, Brendan. Thanks, Guy.
All right.
Kill it, bro.
Some people only do things for the money, though.
Why didn't Roman thank me and Ian?
Because
They didn't say all the
guys
best.
said good luck on the
Good
show.
luck.
I said good luck on the show too.
Oh, I
He
didn't.
didn't hear you.
Oh, Ian doesn't care. He's like, it's like fuck
Mine-
you.
Mine and Brandon's good luck trump your two.
It means
Well,
more.
I didn't say good luck, so I got it. You know.
Fuck. It's just me then.
Yeah, just you.
Well, at least we're
All
back
right.
to 4. I feel this is more comfortable.
All right. So back to the important question. You don't think the girls that do porn enjoy it at all? They're just like, it's
Well,
just-
you're trying to put a black and white, like a blanket statement on everything. I would say that there's tons of girls that do porn that fucking hate it, and there's tons of girls, well, not tons, but girls that do porn that like it. I think it's just like if you ask a fucking, someone that works at a gym, there might be 30 people that work at a gym that like working at the gym, and there might be 30 people that are like, this is the fucking worst job I've ever had. It's not.
Yeah, but how is this? Where does the butthole come into play with this?
wait a minute before we go
Just
back
saying
to that.
you're
Wait,
not-
before
you're
we
not
go back to that.
necessarily doing something because you like it. There may be other incentivizations.
I do think there are porn star women, men, whatever, that do it just for the money. I do agree with that, but
I believe that is the vast majority, not minority.
I would say the
Some of them
opposite
have
because I
habits,
don't
too, 'cause a
think
lot of them.
I would say it's the opposite because most female porn stars don't make that much money.
Let's
So
get a
it's
porn
not-
star
it's
on
not
this fucking
like-
podcast.
Yes, Fouad, but a lot of them don't feel that they have other options to make comparable money. They don't have
No other
education.
talent.
Exactly. Like what
And
else?
they
do
may have drug habits.
drug habits, or they were abused when they were young, and these are the only things they know, man.
I'm
It's
going to
not
get a porn star
necessary.
on this channel to ask them.
Good, yeah, get one.
I'm going to get one on.
I think you're very wrong that you think most porn stars enjoy porn. I think the most don't.
Isn't there like a big porn festival in fucking Vegas where all the porn stars go to and they're like,
Yeah,
yeah,
because they're having a great time.
yeah, I
don't think-
like dick.
Yeah, but they're
That's how
paid there.
real
They're gonna have a great time. That's like showing up for your sponsor and acting like the supplements suck.
Yeah. See? Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I don't buy it. I would say 50-50. I'll give you 50-50. That's the most
All
I'll
right,
give you.
well, we'll try and get let's do like an Instagram post or story and say if anyone knows a reasonably successful, like high up porn star, a male.
Oh, I can get one.
Female,
Yeah.
we'll get them on the podcast and be like, do you think
Get somebody that's retired. Get somebody that's retired. It's not in
needs
the
to be
business.
retired? Yeah.
Why?
Because they're going to be
Because-
more honest.
Yeah,
Who's
but they're
that
now they're
Who's that
but now they're
Khalifa chick?
but now they're jaded. It's not the same.
Well,
If you
no,
ask
because-
me about bodybuilding now versus 10 years ago, it would be a totally different answer.
Yeah, but you're going to get a biased answer either way because people within the industry aren't going to say things to potentially risk getting work. And
But I
people
want to
have
know from the person
like
that's actually doing it if they're having
but they
fun.
might not give you an honest answer, just like the person that's retired.
Yeah. So
It's
there's
hard
no-
either way. I think you just need to get one of each. Get one of
Get
each.
one of
This is
each.
the discrepancy.
Just shadow of a porn set.
Shadow.
And then you realize it's probably not as cool as you think it is.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's cool. I'm not saying they're all having an orgy and they're fucking blowing loads and like doing coke. I get it. I'm saying like I just don't think you go down that road unless part of you is
I think you're so wrong, man. What you think guys that end up being garbage men are like, I don't want to be a garbage man when I grow up, you know?
no, but that's not being a porn. You're not fucking
Listen,
like for a living.
Listen, Fouad. When I was a young man, I was
Yeah.
recruited by some kind of porn person. Slowly, but over time, they asked me would I like to be like a certain porn star.
Yeah.
In my emails, just slowly and surely.
Yeah.
I could have said, "Oh yes, I would love to."
Yeah.
But I wasn't trying to go that route. I didn't need money like that. I just wasn't trying to,
You
wasn't
sure if
my
I
thing.
don't Google fucking Brandon,
Yeah, no, it's gonna come up.
they're not gonna come on Brandon?
I'm gonna find out.
No,
Let's check it out right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nailed it.
Go ahead. Go
So
ahead.
let's see what comes up here.
Go ahead.
No, but I
Be sure
mean,
you can show it on YouTube.
this proves the point, Like I don't think that. I think that there's a lot of other incentives to it. You're not actually Googling this, are you?
Oh no! What's
Okay,
this?
He's safe.
What's this?
Peekaboo.
Let's make some jeans.
That's hilarious, Brandon. You're the best. Do you have
Yeah,
anything?
sorry, guys.
I
Take the search filter off though. Make sure.
I got a couple photos like this somewhere in my history.
Yeah, that's 19.
Yeah, I did a couple photos like that when I was like 24, I think.
I have some from when I'm like 19, 20 as well.
Do
Almost
you?
the same, wearing the jeans just like that.
I remember you guys remember Ulrich?
Oh yeah, Ulrich Omen.
Ulrich Omen messaged me when I
Yeah,
was
I heard
like
it.
22 or 23. He's like,
I'll fly
"Hey,
you to Miami.
I'll fly you to Brazil." Listen to this.
Brazil.
I thought this was incredible. He's like, "I'm gonna fly you to Brazil, pay you $1,500,
Touch your pee-pee.
and you do and he'll do these photos, right?" And I'm like, you're 23, you're just starting out. Nobody, no sponsors have called you yet. No, like, and especially if you're from Canada, no magazines have called you yet. I'm like, this is the opportunity of a lifetime. Then I go on his website. It's called like I don't know, Muscle Man or some fucking shit.
Musclehunks.com, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh no. These got all these dudes in the shower and shit. Like, I'm like, I passed. I'm like, one day this is gonna bite me in the ass. So I'm like, fuck it, I ain't going. Yeah. So I passed on that.
Bumstead's done an Ulrich Omen shoot.
Has he? Oh my god, that's probably worth a fortune now.
Yeah, Google it.
I don't want to. Okay.
Thanks, bro.
He's gonna lose it. He's gonna be so mad.
What? No, just type in Chris Bumstead Ulrich Omen.
Oh my goodness.
ULRICH. Oh, I think it's. Oh, no, it's not like that. It's not like that. But yeah,
It's right there anyway. Who
there.
gives a
That's
fuck?
the shoot. Yeah,
Let's see what's the worst one.
there you go. Look at that with the sunglasses.
That's still not bad though. He's wearing pants and shit.
His aren't that bad though.
Is
No,
that
'cause
a,
they're-
is that a muscled up baby behind him?
Yeah, it is.
What is that?
What is that?
What's this
What
one?
the?
Yeah, these aren't bad. This is just like a fucking good looking dude doing a photo
Yeah.
shoot. No, there's ones where I saw where like the guys were in the shower and guys are like
Yeah, no, I know.
I
I know.
love that shit.
in a fucking
towel stuff,
towel,
right?
towel and
Yeah, the
shit.
towel
Yeah,
stuff.
fuck all that. All right. Anyway, okay, so let's go back to the original argument. So it's not gay if you're gay, or is it gay if you're gay, or is it gay if you do it?
Depends.
The question is, are you gay if you say you're not gay? Or can you be gay and say you're not gay?
That's kind of what I'm saying.
That is the question. Yes.
Because you can't say I'm not gay and then
But give it to me in the butthole.
yeah, and then go fucking blow a bunch of dudes. Like you can't do that.
You can.
But it's not real. Actions speak louder than words.
No, intent is what matters, and it depends what
No.
you're feeling and why you're doing something.
Okay, wait a minute. We've already discussed this. If it happens once, I'll give it to you. If it's a repeat thing, I
Somehow
don't.
you just let you forget this gay porn thing every time. Like
Doesn't
all these-
matter. That's monetary. I'm talking about let's say it's not monetary
But then why would you be doing it?
because you're gay.
Well, then in that case, if you're just having sex with men because you enjoy it, yes, you're obviously gay.
But I could say I'm not gay. I don't enjoy it.
Well,
That's
then-
under your
why are you doing it?
premise. Under your
No, but
premise,
Then
I
why are
can.
you doing it?
Yeah, but then
Then
why are you doing it?
Explain.
I don't know. Because
Give me a
I like
reason.
it a lot.
But if it's because I like it a lot, then you're gay.
I don't know.
Get his point, right?
I'm not
I
sold on
think, I
this.
think you made the point. I think you made the point.
I don't think I'm sold on it.
Wait, what's the point?
The point is that the intent and the reasonings matter, you know?
Yeah. If you don't know why you're doing it, then you can't.
If you don't know why you're doing it, then you're probably gay.
All right, what happens if you're with a girl and a guy comes in, but you don't want him in, but you just fucking go along with it anyway?
Well, Lee Priest told all about this, and I don't think Lee Priest is that gay. He's a little
Lee
gay.
Priest admitted to being a little
Gay.
Wait, no. He even admitted to being a little gay, I thought.
Huh?
Well,
I thought he admitted
there's
to
no
being a
such
little
thing as a
gay.
little gay. He's bisexual.
Well, he's 90% straight, 10% gay.
He's bisexual.
Like he
Oh,
doesn't
man.
he won't seek out men on his own accord, but if like the situation presents itself in like a three
That means you're bisexual.
Why is everything on the other side so complicated?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Everything on the other side of straight is so complicated.
It's so complicated. You're right.
I don't think it's complicated. There's
It's-
straight, bisexual, and gay. That's it.
What
Really?
you're non-binary.
There's LGBTQ.
I don't.
X.
There's straight, bisexual, and gay. That's it.
There's X and
No,
Y.
it's not. That's wrong, Fouad. That's wrong.
Why is that?
you're wrong.
But
That's not politically correct.
that's how I see it.
That's how you see it, Fouad. That's how you see it. See?
That's actually the reality. Think about it.
Oh,
you
your
said-
reality,
That's no wow.
What?
reality is changing every day.
What's wow? What did you say wow about?
You say there's only fucking that. I talk about fingernail painting. I got fucking crucified.
I'm not saying it's wrong to be into those things. I'm just saying, what else is there? You either like men, you like women, or you like both, or you like nothing. I guess there's a fourth category. Maybe you like nothing.
Asexual. Yeah.
Like, what? I'm not saying anything that's crazy.
Or
I'm
you
saying-
like fucking zebras and unicorns.
Yeah, or you you like bestiality. Okay, there's 5. Fucking-
This podcast is fucked.
No,
I'm
but
sure we
seriously-
could get somewhere on here that could find 20 other things that we're missing, you know?
Yeah.
I'd like
Yeah.
to get that person
'Cause
on.
You're assuming genders. You're assuming genders. I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
you
you
get
mean
that
like
person on with the porn star. That'll be an interesting episode.
I'll just get roasted for like 2 hours straight.
Yeah, get a porn star and like some non-binary.
Wait. What? Speaking of non-binary, what's the big thing going on about the guy that like threw the brick or the fire or something that started, and apparently he was not. There was like some drag show. It was all over the news and like social media.
Oh, you're talking about the shooting that happened,
Yeah, but it was like a guy tried to
and they blamed it. They blamed the shooting on the
a
Republicans.
non-binary.
They
Yeah.
were blaming the shooting on Republicans, only to find out later it was a Republican, a straight like white male, I guess, And then they found out later that it was actually like a non-binary person that used pronouns they them. Like it wasn't like a, they were in that group.
Yeah.
So
They interviewed his dad, and he was like an ex-porn star.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Which comes full circle.
Wasn't
That
he
does come fucking full circle.
There was also something to do with the MMA. Wasn't he an MMA fighter or something like that too? Yeah.
He's a trainer too.
Yeah. So anyways, all right. So there's not just gay, bisexual, and straight. There's
everything now, man. You're whatever you want to be now.
This is why shit's fucking. This is why the world is fucked.
The spectrum.
It's a lot easier being guy and girl, ladies and gentlemen.
For you,
sometimes I wonder. I'm sure I'm gonna get roasted. I'm sure I'm gonna get roasted for this too. But do you guys ever think that sometimes we confuse gender with just personality?
What?
Like sometimes they go on about all these different genders. My gender's this. My gender's this. Everybody's got a different gender. I'm like, maybe that's just your personality. When you see a girl has masculine traits, they're like, well, maybe
yes, there's masculine females and feminine men. I agree.
Yeah. But so I'm saying, like, it's just part of their personality. It doesn't mean they're a different gender.
I agree.
No, not if they feel. You don't know what they feel like, Fouad. You don't know what they feel like.
You need to ask them. You need to ask them, Fouad.
Which is mind-boggling. This is why there's so many confused.
All right, we're getting down a slippery slope here. Let's change.
Yeah. I'm gonna
slip down it, baby.
I'm gonna get canceled in about 10 minutes. Yeah. So I guess I started it by thinking that you can only have sex with whatever. Okay.
Yeah, strange questions.
It's Ian's fault, Brandon.
Strange times we're living in, Brandon.
Oh yeah, I agree. It's not my.
You know why my show doesn't get canceled? Because I got Ian.
I blur the lines.
Ian's the liberal.
You erase him.
Yeah, he takes care of whatever ignorance I have. Ian fixes it.
What do I do?
The irony of it is that I'm probably
you're further right of me, brother. You know.
The irony of it is that I'm one of the most right-leaning and like libertarian on the political spectrum, but when it comes to this, I like to play the devil's advocate.
But that fits in with libertarian values because you're basically saying I don't give a fuck what you are, who you are, or what you're saying you want to do.
No, that's not true. I don't care, but I do care about speech laws. I think I don't owe anything.
No, but
I don't have to legally call you whatever if you want to be called fucking unicorn, Mr. fucking whatever numpty, it's not my legal prerogative to fit that for you.
I agree with you, but that still fits into libertarian values because libertarian values wouldn't allow a government to make you say something.
Yes.
So I think
there should be no government intervention in that.
I think I would probably fit into that camp.
Yeah, like if you say I want to, my pronouns are fucking they, them, this, and I say you can go fuck yourself. Yeah, I think I should be allowed to do that and not go to fucking civil rights tribunal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, now
where do I fit in?
You want everybody to think like you.
Cisternino fucking.
You're like everybody think like me, or else fuck off. That's where.
I didn't say that.
It's close though. It's close.
It's close.
Brandon,
back me up, bro.
Did you hear his take on fingernail painting?
I didn't.
Basically, guy said that anybody who paints their fingernails is gay. And
I didn't. Okay, Brandon, not what I said. So he's such a fucking liar. Anybody watching this podcast, fucking cancel it and fucking unsubscribe.
I'm painting my nails for the Olympia. Just
delete the app from your phone,
guy. If they cancel it, we'll have to do it on your channel. Start it again.
What if your daughter does it?
That's complete. That was
no. He meant men. He meant men that paint their nails.
Yeah, it's your daughter paints your nails.
That's completely fine.
Has your daughter painted your nails, Brandon?
Of course.
No. My son got his nails painted by some little girls once. He didn't live that down.
No way. You roasted the shit out of him?
It was his brothers.
See, that's the kind of house I want to live in.
Yeah, me too. Put you in your place.
Yeah, that's right.
I said I didn't agree with grown men painting their fingernails.
We know. I'm just fucking with you, which is still stupid anyway.
That should be the beauty of this is that you don't need.
That's right. You don't have to fucking give a fuck what anybody else says. You can feel that way if you want.
I do.
Yeah.
Good.
Good
for you.
All right. Can we move on now?
At least I know Brandon's kid side with me too. So fuck all y'all.
Everybody sides with you. The difference is none of us give a shit, and you do.
No,
None of us think it's, well, I don't want to speak for them, but I don't think any of us really think like, oh, it's going to be cool if I paint my nails. But none of us give a fuck if guys do paint their nails. So that's the difference between us and you. You actually care.
I think I could probably rock it.
I don't give a fuck. I just look at it and I go, it's fucking stupid.
I think Iain could get away with it. You know what's strange about you, Iain? You're like a clean cut dude, but you'd still get away with fucked up shit.
Yeah. But
like
that's because I open that door with my personality. Like I make it so that I can get away with this, and it's already kind of like expected, you know?
But it's weird. Like when I look at you, if I never saw you before, right? I'm like, okay, just like a straight white male.
But that's what I'm saying. It's if you saw it, it's
no, but wait. But then you could show up.
Personality.
But then you could show up on the next podcast with Brandon's glasses. I'd be like, that still works.
Well, you would chirp me for 2 seconds, but then it would be good, you know?
But I think it's because you don't care that the chirping
you
doesn't
cut up
work.
with fingernail painting, I can promise you I'd chirp you for more than fucking 1 second.
Yeah, but what if I did it?
Don't go down that rabbit hole with me.
What if I did it and it just looked awesome, you know?
There's nothing.
I'm telling you, I think it would look okay on Iain because of his personality.
Oh my God, Iain, shut up.
I think tattoos, it might work with it, you know?
I think if you did like black or like a
black would be fun.
Yeah, deep purple.
Okay, I'll do it for the next podcast.
Brandon being racist, black will be fun.
What if your nails are like yellow or something and you want to cover it up?
That's true. That's true too. Okay. What if you have like a little bit of toxicity going on?
Your liver's acting up?
Yeah.
Does that come through in your fingernails?
I think it does, doesn't it?
And your eyes. Jaundice?
Jaundice comes through in your nails.
You know?
Yeah. Nails and eyes.
Okay, so next podcast, fingernails and those glasses.
I'll be here with glasses and fingernails painted.
Okay, good. All right.
Again, don't be stupid.
All right, let's do a couple questions. I know Iain and Brandon are both competing. So you got a couple minutes, Brandon?
Sure.
Iain, you're good still?
By the way, it's my birthday in 2 days, Fouad. I expect a birthday present.
Is it really?
27th.
Happy birthday, man.
Well, you can say that to me on my birthday.
We'll party. We'll party in.
I expect a birthday present.
What are we doing? Let's do something.
Guy already got me a birthday present.
What did Guy get you?
Don't worry about it.
How did you even know it was his birthday?
Because but he got me a present anyways.
No, how did you know it was his birthday?
He actually didn't.
Why did you get him a present?
I didn't know. You just.
Oh, what? You sent him some fucking weed? That doesn't count.
Yeah.
That doesn't count. Sure. Fuck you. No. I know your presents. They're bullshit. That doesn't count.
We'll just let him think this guy. It's okay. Don't.
Presents are bullshit.
What did you say? I want to know what you said.
We'll tell you
because I'm pretty sure I know exactly what you said. Yeah,
After.
Exactly.
After.
But it's not weed. It's not weed.
It's not weed.
I know what it is. Okay. We should all get together Monday morning after the Olympia.
Sure.
Where?
Just for breakfast somewhere or something.
Okay.
You want to do that?
Yeah, as long as I have a photo shoot on schedule.
Well, I got a photo shoot scheduled on Sunday.
What day do you get in? Thursday, Wednesday? What?
Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Yeah, I get in Tuesday. So.
Oh, you know what though? That I got to make sure I don't have to do that. I had to push it back too because they have that was the post Olympia.
When after Brandon wins the Olympia, he's gonna have a ton of shit to do on Monday. So you gotta.
Yeah, one of them is having breakfast with Fouad. That's what one of his things.
Oh yeah, Monday. You said Monday, right? Yeah, Monday. Yeah, I'll be done.
Hey, what do you? How's Scitec, man? You went back to Scitec. How's that all been?
I've been never left. Like I never left.
Really? It's been good for you.
Yeah.
Are you doing a lot of traveling after the Olympia? Are you doing a lot of traveling after the Olympia?
Not scheduled right now. No.
No, I always thought it was nice. It was tough but nice being there because I saw a lot of the world traveling all over Europe and shit with them. So it was cool.
Yeah, that's always nice. I made some good friends too. So looking forward to seeing.
Their products are really good. Sean was with them for a while. He always had all their protein and branched chain aminos stacked to the ceiling in his apartment. They had like crazy protein.
Dude, they used to have the
amino flavor, like lemon cheesecake and like apple flavored aminos. They had crazy.
You know, it was crazy. Not to make this a Scitec commercial, but what was crazy about them is they manufactured their own products.
Yeah.
So they would have like a number of different proteins. Like you go on their website, it's like egg protein and whey protein and casein and fucking. It's like all these different types of proteins. The same thing with the branch chains and the creatines, and they just fucking had an assortment
Really good stuff.
of
Yeah,
everything.
fine, yeah.
Yeah,
Still
it's
do.
crazy. So one day we'll get there.
Questions.
Use
Questions.
promo code guy15.
At what point in your bodybuilding career did you know you had good genetics?
I'm not answering this.
Well, you think your genetics suck, so don't say anything. Just
This is like this is such a thing to like worry about now, eh?
Well, I think because people don't train for fun, they train for work. They're like, I want to be an influencer, or if I become a bodybuilder, then I can make money. They don't train. Like when we started training, we trained because we loved it. And then we ended up having good genetics. We're like, okay, cool, let's keep going.
Or we did it because we wanted to be better, and whether you had the genetic propensity or not was fucking irrelevant, you know?
I know, but I think now people look at what's ahead.
Well, they use it as a cop.
They do.
But genetics, I shouldn't even bother starting.
But I'm saying, like, someone will look at like Chris, right? Or like Brandon or Ian or whatever. They'll look and you go, oh, I want to be like them. I want to make their money. I want to have their influence. I want to be as popular as they are.
And
then
this is my answer to them.
Yeah.
Live the lifestyle that me or Brandon or Chris live for 10 years, and let's see how you look. You'll probably look fucking awesome, you know?
Yeah. What my point is people need to stop looking at what you guys are getting out of this life and do it because they want to do it.
Yeah.
Because you're never going to, listen, I've said this before. This is one fucking sport or lifestyle, whatever you call it, that you're not going to do for a long time if you don't love it.
No.
I've had friends in the past who are like, yeah, man, I think I want to be a pro. They'll do it for like 2 years. They're like, man, I don't want to fucking diet. I want to go out with my friends. It's not the kind of lifestyle or job or sport, whatever you want to call it, that you do if you don't absolutely love.
This requires passion. Not everything in life that you do requires passion.
It requires monotony.
Yeah.
There's a lot of,
and I think to push through
and in the beginning, ignorance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's true too. Yeah. 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 So, okay. But was there a time when you looked and you thought, you know what, I can make it. I think I have the genetics for this.
Yeah. You know what? When I won my first pro show, because it didn't, not even when I turned pro, when I turned pro at 175 pounds, I wasn't like, I got the genetics for this. When I won my first pro show, I was like, I might be all right at this.
Honestly, I didn't even think
that was
I didn't really know genetics was like a thing that like was relevant in bodybuilding until I was like pretty far down the road, you know?
Yeah. I never thought of genetics, but
I knew when I started training, I knew I was stronger than everybody else. I was way stronger, and I was the strongest kid, even when I was small. You know, I would be in like grade 10 in high school, like as a junior, and I'd be like repping 225, like it was nothing, you know?
Yeah.
But I didn't think that was like, I'm genetically better than people or I'm genetically different. I just thought that I trained more consistently and harder than people.
Yeah. I didn't think
I was never bigger than anybody. I was always stronger. I was just like high school football, always stronger than everybody, but just never bigger.
I never thought of it in terms of genetics. I just, when I won my second show, I was like, I think I'm going to make a run at this.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how my second amateur show, sorry to clarify. Brandon, something? Anything?
Yeah. Well, there's a couple clues. When I was playing college football, I was in the weight room, training, doing my thing, having a good time. And one of the strength coaches called me Arnold Schwarzenegger. So that was
Okay, go on.
Yeah, so that was like an indication that, you know, I kind of look like a bodybuilder. Yeah. And then when I started going to a gym in the same town, a trainer kept bugging me about competing in a bodybuilding show.
So wait, he didn't put you down when he said that.
No, I didn't feel like it was a put down.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But I'm not a very sensitive
I heard
person.
it a different way.
I'm not a very sensitive person, so I didn't look at it like that.
Yeah.
So it was just like, he think I look like Arnold, but I'm black. So
okay, so I heard what I thought I heard.
Okay, me too. That's what I wasn't sure either. Me and you, it was like
I was like, did I
podcast stop for 10 seconds? Me and you were like this.
Yeah, someone saying the only.
I'm like, did he say Schwarzenegger or the other way? And I was like, was it the right way or the wrong way? And I'm like,
I didn't even catch on to that.
And I'm like, Brandon, did you take like? I'm like trying to ask without asking.
That's why I said wait, because
I'm like, did you say it the wrong way or the right way?
Yeah. Okay, so I got you now. Go ahead. So anyway.
Yeah. So, you know, once I got into a local gym and I kept getting asked to compete in the bodybuilding show, and I figured Okay. And then when I won it, I was like, oh, this is something I probably need to be doing because I didn't want to compete.
Yeah.
Not at first, anyway. Oh, and my wife in high school.
Yeah.
She told me I needed to be a bodybuilder when we grow up.
So, but when was the actual? But when was the actual conviction? Like, this is what I'm going to do. Like, when did you know?
It's not such a cut and dry moment like that.
It was for me, honestly.
No, it was for me too.
When I won my second amateur show, I was like, I think I'm going to pursue this.
Yeah,
but that's not the question. It's not making a pursuit. It's when did you think you had the genetics for it? That's a different question.
Well, like I said, I didn't think of it in terms of genetics, but I thought, you know what? I think I'm good at this. So I'm going to keep going. Yeah.
It had nothing to do with me. Mine didn't. It just had something to do with being in the right place at the right time. It was at the 06 Olympia.
Okay.
And I was there, got to watch the show from the Weeder booth. Wasn't probably on the list to even get up there. And I saw Ronnie Coleman not break the record.
Yeah.
That's what turned it on for me and said, this is what I want to do.
Really? Why?
Impossible happened. I saw Jay beat the King. That's how impossible happened.
So then you're like,
I didn't see that for no reason.
Yeah.
Huh.
I was there for a reason.
Interesting. These are so silly. No. Guy, what's your favorite dish to cook?
You guys got a good couple deer this season, huh?
Yeah, been killing it.
Yeah.
I got banned for posting that video.
the deer butchering one?
Yeah, like I just
he had a fucking trailer with like 9 deer just like thrown on top of each other. That's why he got fucking banned, you know.
Yeah, but that's what it looks like.
Well, yeah, I agree. I think it's awesome, but I think the fucking people that monitor that shit are not cool with it, you know.
But I
can't live my life.
I honestly thought in that context that it would be okay. I didn't think.
Me too.
It should be okay.
Yeah.
Should be fine.
Yeah.
I like.
Well, people will sit there and eat fucking, you know, butchered meat from a fucking, you know, crazy cattle farm where they're like inhumanely treated and fucking shoved 10 million of them. And this guy.
The problem is that people
will go out into the woods where they're wild and they have a fighting chance. They're getting a chance to not get killed. And that is the bad thing. It's like
these fucking idiots are all eating meat, but they don't want to fucking be realistic for where the fucking meat comes from and how it gets processed. That's the problem that I have. And all these fucking people that are on Instagram that run this fucking thing are all out eating fucking burgers and this and shit every day. But the second I post a butchering video, which is exactly how it's done, they're like, nope, that's
it's not even exactly how it's done. How you're doing it is 10 times more ethical and humane than butcher. Like
I'm saying butchering. Like I'm just showing how butchering's done.
Yeah.
Wait. I have a question. So same guy asked the second question about what you like to cook. He said, "Why does Guy always have to yell? Could he go 24 hours without yelling or getting mad at someone?"
He's Italian from Jersey. It's just how.
I don't think you could go 24 hours without yelling or getting mad at someone. Just driving alone, you'd be fucked.
How would I prove this? I would need to be around you guys.
Well, you just have to be the honor system. You'd have to tell us if you did.
No, then at the Olympia, I'll get on my rental car. I'll drive around. You guys be with me all day.
Okay.
We'll film it all day.
Do it. When we did that episode where he wasn't going to speak or whatever for the whole
10
time,
minutes.
He did it.
Yeah. I don't think he can
Let me get 250 grams of sea bass. Green
delicious.
And breakfast. All right, thank you.
I love sea bass. I hate all fish, but almost all fish.
Hold on, Brady. Hold on. I want 8-ounce filet, 8-ounce potato, and a fucking coffee, bitch.
No one's coming.
So I was just.
you might get the coffee from Starbucks girl. That's about it.
You don't have the glasses or the clout, Guy.
Brandon, that was the most fucking gangster shit I've ever seen. Like I said, that sea bass.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? We'll do one more. We'll do one more and we'll go.
Oh, that got me.
I got to have time to cook it, so I got some time.
Okay. Why not do another prediction from 11 to 20? Because it's almost fucking impossible to do 1 through 10.
10 sucks.
Yeah.
Don't do more.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Is tuna a good source of protein?
Red tuna, fatty tuna, canned tuna. No.
Talking about the 25-cent cans of tuna.
No.
Well,
I don't know, man. I grew up on that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it does. I actually know people that have gotten mercury
know.
poisoning
I
from
know.
eating all that.
I think if you want to do one meal of it a day and you're like a young broke college kid trying to build some muscle, fucking give her. But I think don't eat 6 meals of canned tuna a day.
When somebody says, "Is it a good source?" To me, that's a repetitive source of protein. So that's why I think that.
To answer the question properly, is it a good source of protein? Yes, but there
Fish
is also
yes.
There is other
Disclaimer.
things with it. Yeah, it's yes with an asterisk, you know.
Yes.
Brandon, did you go through a lot of tuna or no?
Yeah, certain point in my life. Yeah, my mom used to make tuna.
Yeah,
like little tuna casserole, tuna sandwiches, all that kind of stuff.
I think most bodybuilders did, right?
I had a prep where I had like 2 cans of tuna every day.
Have you ever
cans of tuna with like a shit ton of mayo in it? Fucking
no, mine was
I used to do
with
that
flaxseed oil.
No, when I was bodybuilding, like when I was trying not to get fat in bodybuilding, I would do olive oil, vinegar, and lemon.
Yeah,
with my tuna.
Yep, I've done it.
But have you guys ever tried to go back? So I still kind of eat tuna periodically. Have you ever tried to go back and eat the shit tuna that you ate when you started?
No, my mom would have to make me like a sandwich with like the celery in it and like the bad mayo.
Dude, I tried to go back and eat like a 99-cent can of tuna. It was like fucking cat food, dude. It was like
canned salmon within the last 6 months.
So wait,
isn't that all bony and shit or no?
No, I got the no bone stuff. I was traveling once and I had a salmon meal, so they were 125 gram tins. I bought 2 of them, cracked them open, and ate 2 of those.
You know what I was doing for a little while? I was eating the canned chicken from Costco.
That's fucking dog food right there.
I did that for like a month, and I'm like, what the fuck am I eating?
When you said the 99-cent can of tuna, you're talking about the
brown one.
Oh God!
Because you can buy like albacore white.
Oh, chunk light or chunk white.
Yeah.
That's the fucking runoffs, like garbage.
When I say 99 cents, I'm thinking Canadian 99 cents, right? So it's like probably 50 cents in the US.
Oh, that's trash.
When I started
going to the store and like buying 15 cans and coming home and like two of them are wrong. And you're like, I got 2 fucking the shit ones.
Dude, when I was younger, I was broke. So I was like, this is what I'm fucking eating if I want to grow. And I did it. And now I try. Me and Paul talk about it all the time, like combinations of food we used to eat. Paul used to mix his tuna with oatmeal.
Wow.
I'm like, dude, if I did that.
What I ate for the longest time, I used to buy those big frozen racks of ribs from Costco.
Oh, that's not bad. With frozen racks the big fucking
big ass racks, and I would cook those on the barbecue, and I would eat like fucking 2 racks of ribs a day.
I'd still do that. I'd still do that.
Cheese and peanut butter.
Cottage cheese was a big one when I could never do it. My friends would fucking eat that shit by the tub.
Really? Me too. Cottage cheese, peanut butter, a little bit of sugar-free jam.
Oh, I could never fucking do it. It just had this texture to it. I'm like, bro, fuck that.
Bad texture,
yeah. All right. One more or no? Are we good?
Yeah, one more and then I'll roll.
Okay. Who will be the next Mr. Olympia after Rami? Sorry, Brandon. I'm just reading the
I'll let you guys answer.
Your thoughts on using telmisartan during peak week? I think you should keep your blood pressure medication in. Telmisartan, for those who don't know, is a blood pressure medication.
I'm going to say this is a dependent, because a lot of times the need for a blood pressure medication, especially in prep, like when your cardiovascular fitness gets improved and your weight comes down, the need for it is almost none. But for some people, but it also depends. Telmisartan, I think, I don't use anything like that, but I don't believe that it'll ever drive you low. Like, I think there's other.
Oh, it will.
Telmisartan, I don't think will.
Well, I use azilsartan, which is the same ARB family.
Yeah, from the research I've done and seen from Jewett posts and stuff, that telmisartan, if it's not going to drive your blood pressure low, Okay,
well, I had to stop taking maybe telmisartan is different then, because azilsartan I had to stop because when I was jogging in the summer,
you got too low.
Yeah, my blood pressure got too low.
And that's what I'm saying. When someone's in prep, though, and their cardiovascular fitness is improved, I mean, a lot of guys can probably eliminate their need even for needing an ARB or like anything like that by just doing fucking cardio,
Yeah. That's why I started doing it again. Yeah.
So I think if you're close to a prep and you maybe start to reduce it and see if you even need it anymore, but I would be hesitant with just cutting out drugs like that cold turkey.
Yeah. Brandon, you ever use any blood pressure medication or anything like that? Or are you pretty healthy? You're pretty good. Isn't it fucking crazy how genetics work?
Yeah, I've
I
never.
don't even know what you guys are talking about because I've never used any of this. I'm sitting here going, I have no idea.
But guy, listen, hear me out for a second. So people talk about genetics in terms of muscle building or getting shredded.
There's so many.
Nobody ever talks about genetics in terms of how your body clears drugs or your organs and how much toxicity they can sustain, or like any of that.
Some guys will go take 10 milligrams of D-ball and their fucking markers will go to the shitter, and some guys can pound a gram of tren all year round.
Be fine.
Healthy as a horse, you know.
Yeah. So. Fuck, it's crazy. Okay, boys, thank you so much for taking the time during your preps. Brandon, thank you for the special
prediction.
All right, guys.
Spice things up.
Brandon, if I don't talk to you before the show, Ian, I'm sure I will. But Brandon, if you don't come on again before the show, good luck.
Yep.
And we wish you the best.
And I'll see you
Thank you guys. Thank you.
It's a mass.
Okay, boys. Okay, boys. We'll talk to you later.
All right, ladies.
Bye. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, share with your friends, and like the video. And if you get a chance, check out the description for all the different links to all the different places you can find Hostile and myself. And lastly, check out hostile.com for our new line of supplements and all of our apparel and gear. Thanks again for watching.